episode is this? 178?
No, and we on 179.
79, I mean. Each broke something.
No. Mic check. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the name of this episode. Each broke something.
I'm gonna be like Chris Set Michelle. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault.
Each broke something, man. Welcome to Uncensored Minds, episode 179, the world's greatest conversation. This is not Good Morning America. Like I always tell y'all, keep that candy cane over there. This is not the pacified cast. This is not the coddle cast. We're going to say a couple things, man. So if you have sensitive ears, please exit stage left. And, you're allowed to agree to or disagree or agree to disagree, however it falls, man. It's just our opinions on, things that we don't talk about that we should talk about, and we going to talk about it, man. I cannot. So unprofessional. Just unprofessional.
Oh, wait a minute. It was right here. It was something that Nell did to control that because my hands was right here and it just bust out talking.
There you go, blame it on that.
Yeah, it's something gotta happen. I didn't do that. Sorry, guys.
I cannot. So instead of an icebreaker, I want to go through two different scenarios that people had proposed. So I think last week, it was Cynthia posted something. It was like a whole scenario or a story about something. Let me see if I can find it right quick. But y'all can introduce yourselves.
Well, it's Killer Aisha here. What up?
I can't.
No.
It's Nell, y'all. What's up?
How y'all doing? Just that nice baritone.
I can't. This nigga be thirst trapping.
I'm just in my bag, you know what I mean? Just chilling out.
I can't. All right, people. Make sure y'all don't get y'all panties in a bunch today, man. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. It is Erotic Zone tonight.
Facts. That's gang. What up?
So as y'all know, we tell y'all we tape on Thursday nights, and we come on and show our faces on Sunday nights, and now it spills over into Monday. So y'all get a triple dose of us. But I want to lead with May is Mental Health
Facts.
Mm-hmm. So, do your due diligence to make sure you check on your mental health, the well-being of that, and then the well-being of others that you care about. It's not to play with. Mental health is definitely...
My mental health is suffering right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I know a lot of us are suffering with sinuses and, things like that because the weather is changing. But then you got a vast majority of people also suffering with, just their own mental and the well-being of their mental health. So, do a wellness check on your mental.
Each, how's your mental health holding out right now?
Not good.
Let's give the people a couple practices, man. So what do y'all do like to get right or to settle your mental health down?
For me, I like to close myself off.
Right.
Because, most times whenever we're dealing with something mental, the people that surround us are the ones that actually suffer more. Because, we're trying to process what's going on in our mental, and it makes us short-tempered or, just hot, whatever emotion that you're feeling at that moment or whatever that you're going through mentally. Sometimes you typically take it out on others, or some people just don't understand you and what you're going through. So they try to fix you and give you remedies, and not all the time is that the best case. So, just removing myself so I can understand what I'm going through mentally, and then in order to, get the wheels turned into fixing those things, or just getting back to positive mental health is key.
So they make sure they hear this shit. I remove the people because it's normally the people that are disturbing my mental health. So I will remove your ass if you cross my boundaries and set me off. I'll just disengage from associating with you. And then, like, if you want to get your shit together, I'll allow you to come back around. But in that space where I feel like you're bothering my mental peace, I will push you away. Ish, what's your answer?
I'm trying to find the thing that helps me the most, but I walk, I meditate, I use the stress balls, the hand balls. I use, I pull on my crystals. I have hand crystals at work.
Oh, I got distracted with that balls talk.
Yeah, the balls, the hand balls. I don't know how to move them around.
I was thinking of a good time.
Yes, yeah. But, something to, like, help take my mind off the anxiety that I've found myself dealing with lately, so.
All right, so here's the scenario, y'all. So this is from Cynthia Richardson. She posted this on the Yoon page. Y'all know that when I make the post for called Tackle This, you are allowed to send in your issues or a story that you heard about, whatever it may be, for us to discuss, man. So it says, I'm reading this book by Zane. That's one of them nasty books, right, Ish?
Yep.
It's called The Hot Box. So it says, this bride-to-be finds out from her best friend that showed her a video of her husband having sex with more than one woman the night before the wedding. So the groom was smashing a couple people before the day before the wedding. So it says she was telling her mom. Her mom states that all men have sex at their bachelor party. That's not true, but we'll proceed. And it's not considered cheating. I agree with that to a degree. And it says, it went on to tell her that she's not going to embarrass her or her dad by calling off the wedding. So the family doesn't want the embarrassment. And they just look at this like a normal thing. And it says the mom went on to reminding her about, what's that, $85 million? Oh, she said the husband had an $85 million contract with the Yankees. So she was in it for the money. So it says, do y'all think it's cheating? And if so, ladies, would you continue on and get married, I guess? What are y'all thoughts? Huh?
So I think for me in that situation, I would be having to think, okay.
Do you think, hold on, do you think bachelor, my bad, do you think bachelor party sex is cheating? So what you supposed to do at a bachelor party? Just look?
Yeah.
No touchy?
You can, even if you touchy.
Can you get your dick sucked?
Huh?
Huh? Can
No.
you get your dick sucked?
No.
No dick suck?
No dick suck.
Okay.
Like, okay, you get made touchy.
See, I didn't have a bachelor party, so
fun or whatever, but you're not smashing, you're not getting your dick sucked, you're not eating no pussy. You're not doing none of that.
But I'd probably get my dick sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that should be off limits, especially you getting ready to get married the next day.
So what's the point of having a bachelor party though?
Just to have some fun, like with your guys,
called
hang
a tease.
out,
That's
see
called a
some
tease.
ass, some titties shake in front of you. You know what I mean? But that don't mean you gotta fuck.
I don't like teases. That's why I didn't have a bachelor party.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But then bachelor party wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I didn't have a bachelor party.
Yeah.
All right, so the question, Ish, is, would you still go on with the marriage, being as though this boy just signed an $85 million contract with the Yankees, and also your parents are saying, don't embarrass the family by calling off this wedding. Hey, bro, y'all here wasting time.
Yeah, like I would have to sit down and have a by myself meeting and like really, really, really decide what it is that I want to do and how I want to proceed. Like I would have to go into it knowing like, okay, I'm going to be just straight in it for this bread, for this lifestyle, for this, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I might love him, but I'm not going to have trust. Like this marriage is not going to be built on anything strong.
What if he wasn't about that life and he just was like, that was just his bachelor party? He had a one-off.
Did you call me and tell me about it before you fucked multiple women?
You
Okay
gotta
then.
stop.
Okay then.
You gotta
Okay
stop.
then.
You gotta stop.
All right then. Like you didn't, then nah. I'm not trying to hear it.
You gotta stop.
I know.
At some point, who is calling that person and be like, yeah,
But you
I'm
gonna tell
about
me
to fuck.
after the fact?
No, I didn't tell you at all. Somebody else told you.
Right, but it was okay for me to find. See, that
No,
be
it's
that
not
shit.
okay for you to find out. So whoever told you should have been minding their fucking business.
No, you shouldn't have been out there doing it for it to be anybody's business to tell.
Right. I'm not saying it should have happened. I'm saying if it did happen, it's nobody's business to tell. And it was a one-off football, man. Let him get this is the last piece of pussy, man. Y'all understand how that is for a man going into a situation to be like, this is my last piece of pussy. Especially a lot of niggas that ain't never got no pussy before.
Right. So, okay, how would you feel if, or, like, if it was in fact, like, tables turn? Like, oh, she just tossed, she just wanted the little piece of dick before that. And then somebody came to you and said, oh, she got a train run on her.
What's her experience like?
All right, let's just say it's mild.
No, I mean, what's her experience like? Is like she was like a virgin? Was I her first and only? Like,
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She had a little bit of experience.
Oh no, if you was fucking, shorty. You don't need to be fucking no more.
Okay, but what about him?
I said the same thing for both of them.
Oh, you said the same thing. Okay. I don't know. Like, if I was her, again, I would just be.
If you was marrying a nigga, would you not want him to have no experience like around you? Like before he started messing with you?
Yeah, sure, but not the night before with multiple women.
Right, I agree to that, but I'm saying, say this is the case that you was his first. Now you mad at him because he got something on his bachelor night? Like,
Well, maybe if I had a friend like you, like a sounding board or something that would have me see it in a better perspective, in a better light, maybe I might, take into consideration some of the things that you're saying. But I think if I don't have a good, solid, like, crew around me, like, that could go way left. Because I can be like, this motherfucker did X, Y, and Z. Oh, fuck that. I'm taking this nigga. I'm married. I'm taking him for everything. Then it'll be a more bitter and scorned approach to
so
the marriage.
What if you at your bachelorette party and the nigga want to eat your pussy, or he just want to fondle you a little bit? We ain't gotta go as far as him eating your pussy, but he's like, he putting a dick on your shoulder and shit.
Yeah, the strippers do that. Absolutely, yeah, and that's why I said the touchy-feely, the experience of the strippers and all of that. I get it, but taking it to the point of sex is where the boundaries seem to cross for me.
What if he asked you ahead of time?
What, if he can fuck?
Right. I ain't never got a lot of pussy before in my life. Why you laughing, yo? I'm trying to help the people out. Y'all over here bullshit. I gotta give all the scenarios, man. There's a lot of sides to this shit, man. What if the nigga, you was his only piece of pussy he ever had, and he's happy with you. He's ready to be married to you for forever and ever, but let the nigga get some experience.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, come on, let's go fuck her.
All right, that's rocking.
Yeah.
That's rocking.
Yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun.
All right, what's your answer now? Is it cheating or no?
Yeah, it's cheating. It's because when we're in relationships, just boyfriend and girlfriend, and something like that happens, that's considered cheating. Before after you get married, or after you say your vows and now you're married, that's considered, cheating on your partner, whatever. It all depends on how the other person handles it. The other person is willing to, I guess, give you a single day pass to the amusement park and you can go have fun. That's totally up to them. And, Yeah.
All right. What if you was getting married and your wife to be said she wanted to get some anal out the way because she know you don't do it at our bachelorette party?
That's a crazy. I mean, as real as
Right.
as real as the question, as crazy as the question sounds, so I guess it could be real, but at that point, it's like we at the doorstep of our union together, and if you want to pull this rabbit out your hat, at this point, it's just like what other underlying things do you want to do, or are you content and satisfied where we're going to be for however forever at this point? And if you're not, then that's a conversation we need to have right now. Because the day before your wedding is kind of crazy.
So you want her to call you, or you want to have a conversation before any of this happens?
And even if you want to have anal before we get married, maybe that's something that I can provide for you.
That's what's up.
Because at that point, it's like we go into a whole different type of union at this point. We're not just doing the casual dating and being content there. We're taking this to a whole nother level. As the congregation says, the spiritual level. We're taking it to a whole nother level. So, that's if she say, yo, I really want to experience this, even if it's just for one time, then I'm going to try to give her the experience that she's looking for.
Right.
I'm just not going to eat it.
You're not gonna eat the booty? Man, listen. I'm rocking shorty, whatever you trying to do. You trying to get nasty? I'm trying to get nasty.
It's Mr. Nasty
It's the nasty
time.
time. All right, but all jokes aside, man. Yeah, it is cheating. Yeah, the day before you get married is wild. For him to be fucking multiple chicks, that's even wilder. that's a little extreme. That's a little extreme. But yeah, that's why I said just don't even have a bachelor party then, man. Don't have a bachelor party, don't have a bachelor. If it's gonna be rules, that's why I said that's why I don't like rules and shit. Like
I'm about to throw a word out here like a bomb. He don't like these type of words, but
I can't.
Respect.
I can't.
Like we gotta have.
There we go.
We gotta have enough.
I want to go home.
For our partner, for our person, to be truthful in the moment,
Right.
and whatever that looks like, however that go, you gotta be truthful in the moment because you giving them the opportunity to make the decision for themselves. If this is what they ready to rock with, and if they willing to rock with it, then cool. It's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but you don't have you don't got time for that. Like I'm saying, like what I'm saying is you seen the best man. Like when Candy came in there and did what Candy did, he ain't had time to call Shorty and be like, "Yo, you see what's about to happen right now? Can I do this?" No, it just happened.
I think that's when the self-control come in because you literally hours away from
Right.
your joint, and that's a serious type of situation. So, not saying you should have got that out the way. Yeah, you should have got that out the way before you get into this whole you at the.
So, are you pro bachelor party?
I'm if when I get married, if my boys want to throw me a bachelor party, if y'all want to throw me a bachelor party, sure. I'm with whatever.
Are you gonna touch a stripper?
Huh?
Are you gonna touch a stripper?
That ain't my steez. Even that's not my steez on a normal day.
Right, but she's shaking her ass on you right now. So what you gonna do? You
might
running
go-
away?
Nah, I might throw a couple little ones at her, but I'm not fingering her. I'm
No,
not.
I ain't saying finger. I'm saying she's shaking that like she got the ass on you, like it's sitting on your dick right now. Like
I'm cool. Like that shit don't even. That's not an enticement for me. That don't turn me on.
Right.
Like there's certain people that turns that they get off on that. I'm just. I ain't that.
that's why I said I wouldn't even do it at all.
Yeah, I don't even want that. Like I'm gonna
If
tell
you
my.
sit your dick on me, I wouldn't fuck now.
If we have a bachelor party, it don't have to be strippers there. Like it just could be a night with my homies.
Let's call it something else. Then we just get together, chill.
Yeah, it's a get together chill type of joint. Like I don't
together chill.
but your people want to know you and know what you know what I mean, what you want to do.
What y'all think about the bachelor and bachelorette parties that are held together? So there are
No, thank you.
men stripper, women
No,
stripper.
thank you, because I don't want to see the man stripper, and I'd rather just be. If that's the case, just let me be with my. I'd rather be with my girl the night before, and then we do some wild shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd rather do
The
that.
party could just be us two doing whatever. You know?
I don't like being around motherfuckers anyway. So I'd rather do that, man. All right, but that's our answer for you, Cynthia Richardson. Y'all let us know in the chat and in the comment section. Do y'all think that it's cheating during a bachelorette party and a bachelor party? However that falls. If you touch, if you smash, whatever. Are you pro bachelor party or not? This last one we can get into real quick. So this was from a young lady who sent this to my inbox, and she was questioning about having female friends. She says she really doesn't relate to females that like are in her age group or friend circle. Like she hangs out with guys more. So she was like, "Is that a problem, or why is that?" That she finds herself. She was saying like, "I want to do things like girls trips and things of that," but she was like, when she gets around the girls, it just don't. It just she just not feeling it. So, what are y'all thoughts about? Is that her problem? Is that the friends? Do she need to pick better friends? Can females get along? Like, what are y'all thoughts on the topic? She wants to be around the girls, but she doesn't feel like she can relate to them, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like if I hadn't had my friends for 20 plus years, that it would be difficult for me in this day and age, just by the mentality of some women and the way some women move and operate. It would probably be difficult for me to have close, tight friendships because it's so much to deal with. There's so much catty shit going on. There's so much backbiting going on that, like, it's difficult to place your trust and to feel comfortable around people, like, and women in general. So I don't think it's necessarily a her problem. I think it's just how shit is now with friendships and women in particular, because it's too much catty shit going on. Too much, a whole bunch of this. And you can't even like really honestly be yourself around individuals that don't know you well or don't have your best interests at heart.
You know what I think the problem is, that y'all don't really be real friends. So it'd be like girls hang with certain girls. They be like, "Oh yeah, I know such and such. We go to the club together. Such and such. We go to the mall together." It's not really my friend, but I know she gonna go, and like she cool, but whatever. I hang with her when it's for certain occasions, with like for certain things, and I don't think that's like a real friendship. Like we have our foundational friends where we grew up together, and I don't think that girls pick friends that they're compatible with. They just pick whoever's around, basically, whoever's in their circumference.
And I will say too, like, any friendship or any acquaintanceship that I've had, like, let's just say within the past 5 years, like, nothing stuck. Like, you can have good vibes, you can have good conversation or whatever the case may be, but there's always a weirdness somewhere in there, whether it be about topics that y'all discuss, whether it be about if you bringing them around, like your
Do
family
y'all
or
have
your
conversations?
friends.
Like as girls, do y'all have conversations outside of guys? I
Most
think that'd be the problem.
Yeah, most of the time, like I said, if we can think to the friendships that I've encountered within, or not even friendships, acquaintanceships within the last 5 years, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you don't really sit down and have good discussions about shit. Like, no, it's always, hey, what's up? How was work? What was
And
this?
then this nigga did X, Y, and Z.
Right, right,
And that'd
right,
be the problem.
right.
Yeah. In our friend group, we it could be having a full fucking 5 hour conversation where we're not talking about girls at all. So yeah, that's the thing. Now, what is your answer though? And as far as her not feeling like she can relate to the girls, but she wants to be friends with them.
I understand. How can I answer this? It's like we see it all the time.
Right.
Just playing it back and seeing how girls interact with each other. It seems like they're more in competitive mode than it is friendship mode. Like, yeah, you're in that space of being cordial and acquaintances, but y'all much rather show your competitive side and one up each other, or whatever the case may be, instead of just enjoying the moment with each other. And it causes a lot of trauma and a lot of strife amongst each other. Like, trips go so left real quick. And again, that's a testament of of the emotional aspect that is women. You know, they allow their emotions to overtake logic, and not everybody is your friend. We learned that, you know, childhood friends typically, you know, understand each other better. Like you said, you know, y'all find something to latch on to in the moment. Oh, we work together.
Right.
Oh, we see each other every Saturday or Sunday at the supermarket, and we wound up exchanging numbers. And now, because I know you'll go on a trip where my other friends that have been friends for 20 years won't go because they got other responsibilities. Now you're trying to put those together and make a friendship collage, and
Right.
it just don't mesh the same way. Where versus like us, we can kind of know we're not friends, but we can have acquaintances, and we can find things that will pair us together to where we'll make sure that we have a good time. And you know, if we find out that that vibe ain't what it is, cool, you can just let them be to themselves, or you know, avoid them without it being an issue, like, you know. But we tend to stick together. We tend to stick with our guy. And then if it's with our cliques, you know what I mean, and then if we introducing someone new to the situation, you know, or whatever, it's just like, all right, cool, I know this guy based upon him, but I know him more, so I can vibe with him, and if he cool, then he'll fit in.
Ish, do you think that that's the main reason though? The things to do,
Something to do.
right? Like what I'm saying is, as far as like we could be like, we play ball together. Like, what is the thing that women do together? Like,
Most of the time, like for us, it's shopping. Like it's like shopping, or we're going to like get our nails done, or the spa, or you know, just stuff like that. Most of the time, you know what I mean. And I mean that's cool and all, but then again, you're limiting yourself to really what you do. And when it gets to the nuts and bolts of like the friendship stuff, then that's where you see some of the friction come into play. Because it's easy to go do something fun because it's fucking fun.
right?
So, you know, if it stays in that form, then sure. Then the acquaintanceship or the friendship is always going to be forever cool. But
That's where I get lost though. Like,
Which is funny because you'll talk to females, and I know T can attest to this. We hear more girls saying they don't have many female friends,
right?
because they catty and they can't trust them, and this, that, and the third, and they got more male friends than they do female friends. Like, and you gotta wonder why. Like, why is that the case?
absolutely.
Like, why is that the case to where you're more comfortable with male friends than you are with your own kind?
But I think that's because I don't think it's like the cattiness is a part of it, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason is because they don't be doing shit.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
And it always...
But I'm saying though, yeah, absolutely, and they don't have to worry about the cattiness or the not doing nothing from the male's aspect of it, because you know they could be introducing them to different shit and having different type of conversation, and they don't have to. They don't have to be on their shit all the time. They could be chill, like, you know what I mean. They don't always have to be in competitive mode with their male friends versus, you know, with their female friends or whatever the case may be. So.
This is a thing that I'm gonna wrap this up, but this is a thing that a lot of girls that's like tomboyish struggle with, because they're not into the shit that the other girls like, the Nell shit, all the shit, a lot of shit that Aisha was saying. Like, we're going to get our hair done, the Nell shit, going shopping. They not really into that kind of shit. So it's like those are the ones that really have trouble making female friends or keeping female friends, because they ain't doing none of that shit. So it's nothing in common. You have nothing to relate to, no compatibility there. So it's hard for girls that are like more tomboyish to find female friends.
Women are easily irritated. You could have your friends, your female friends, and you could be y'all could be cool and close, but she done something that irks your nerves.
Little thing.
Like, one little thing could irk her nerves, and and she might like the girl, make it cool, but she might pillow talk. Right. Oh yeah, she always doing this and that, whatever the case may be. that shit get on my nerves and whatever that irks and irritates her.
Right.
So it's a lot of things, but it's all emotionally based.
And yeah, that's another one because all those emotions are together. Like, nah. And the typical girl that's like tomboyish, she don't have those same emotions that normal girls have. So it's like she might look at you like, "Damn, why you still crying over this nigga?" Like,
Right.
so it's like some of those things. So
Yeah.
I would just say I don't know. Like, is that something that could be fixed? I think that you have to find friends that you have things in common with or that you're compatible with, so that y'all have something there to like do, and like that'll be that y'all foundation. Without that, it's just we just sit here staring at each other. It's like,
Yep.
it is what it is, man. Sorry, shorty. Sorry, shorty. All right, we're gonna get into our topics, people. No, you want to start this week? What's happening? What's cracking?
Yeah, so we posted a couple of topics.
You could turn that fan off. What's cracking?
Let's see which one we want to go with.
Yeah, what we want to do, man?
Deep topics. So
What's up, people? Make sure y'all hit that like button.
all right, so this is a question I had. Is the world progressively becoming worse, and are we and our values deteriorating with it? It's a two-part question. Ish, what's your thoughts on that? Like, you can take either one of it, but let's start with is the world progressively becoming worse?
Yes. It's just going to shit. It really is. Like, if you think about it, like every single thing around us, from the environment to the to the morals and principles of our government to society and the basis of representations through thoughts and ideas and raising up families and things like that. Everything has adjusted to a place that is just shit. And like everybody's struggling to hold on to good thoughts and good morals and good values and the good and everything. It's like we're fighting to hold on to the good, all while sinking. And you can't help but to shift your own perspective and your thoughts and question, like, is this right anymore? Because if I stick with these thoughts and ideas, right, to survive in this world, but this world is going in a whole totally different direction, how are those morals and values that we thought were okay, how are they any good anymore? What of good use and value are there? And that's not to say don't utilize them, but how does it work and apply? It's just like you're just fucking drowning out here, it seems. You know what I mean? Because it's like good versus evil, and it's hard.
So bands though, that you see that as being the case, do you think we've ingested the poison that is what the world is becoming?
Yeah, we're adjusting to the times.
Yeah.
Instead of us being the fix,
Right.
where we are more or less becoming a part of the problem instead of the solution.
Yeah. It's like a tug of war. It's like a tug of war.
I don't even think it's a tug of war. It's just,
No?
I don't think it's a tug of war at all. I think it's easy. It's
right.
like,
It's on the lesser.
absolutely.
It's on the lesser. It's on the lesser because like certain things, how we grew up and how we were raised, like sharing, caring, these easy ass things that we were raised on, is like people have more of a selfish mind state than ever. So if you got a selfish mind state and then I come into this and I see you, it's just I automatically have to defend myself. So now I gotta conform and have a selfish mind state in order for me to make sure I'm good.
All right. Well, even at that, right? Does there ever come a point in time where you're questioning if that's how you have to be responsive?
No, a lot of times you don't even see it. It's just actions. Like these are just actions that just happen naturally because that's the only way you can get through it. Like that's the only way you can move.
Absolutely. Like 15, 20 years ago, right? Just think, like, a lot of things used to be taboo. We didn't see people half dressed.
Right.
And if we did, it was an occasion.
Right.
You didn't see people walking into supermarkets and stores damn near naked or with their sleepwear on. Now it's okay. Like, you don't even bat an eye anymore. I remember when we used to be younger, of yesteryear, and we used to go down South Street and we seen the crazy wild people with the crazy hair or the crazy dress. You're like, damn, that's crazy. But now you see it, and that's normal. We're the crazy ones for not looking like that. So, yeah, we are in our, we've been fed and injected and drunken with the poison that is out here in the world because we conform to our surroundings.
Right.
Instead of us tackling the problem, we'll much rather join it because it's easier to navigate. Right. Instead of being the solution, we'll much rather go out there and twerk with the twerkers. We'll much rather shoot up the neighborhoods, and we'll much rather incorporate drama and be that instead of breaking it up. We'd much rather pull our phones and video film it so we can post it so everybody else can enjoy the toxicity. And we just continue to keep that progression going on, and again, we are deteriorating our values.
It's a gift and a curse of the world because, yeah, for certain things we are supposed to be free to be however you want to be or however you want to live. But like even when we were coming up, like people that used to just smoke like weed, like regular shit, they did it like on the low. Yeah. Like it wasn't a thing where it was like everybody was just outside smoking weed and you just seen people doing the shit. It was like something that was on the low. Somebody would come around, you like, yo, you high? But is that now people look at me and be like, yo, how you don't smoke?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, how you don't drink?
Right.
'Cause that's the first thing. Oh, you don't drink?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Why?
Right.
Like it's comical, at the same time because you'll talk to somebody and their views on life is so much different. Like there's no more survival skills. We're not taught how to survive. Like back coming up when we came up, we were taught survival skills. We were taught what to look out for, what not to be a part of, or being a part of that gets you here. Now it's being a part of that gets you there. All right, cool. I'm gonna try it.
Right.
Oh shit, that looks like it could be fun. Oh, I know the outcome is that. Oh, I'm gonna do it anyway just because that's the way of the world. Instead of saying, all right, cool, where the consequences and repercussions of that is going to get me caught up in some shit. Nah, I'm much not rather go there. No, people want to test those waters and do those type of things, even if they're not about that. Right. Just to say that they did it, or just to have a little notch on their proverbial belt, so they can have a story, so they can look cool and be cool and live the narrative that is out here in this world. Right. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting that we've sacrificed love and we sacrificed our integrity for likes and little hearts. The pink heart that's on either Instagram or social or Facebook or TikTok or Snapchat. We sacrificed our moral integrity, the things that we were brought up on, for that. When that thing really doesn't give us anything else but a warm and fuzzy feeling until we post something else, and then that post that we just got finished gushing over all the likes and that we got in the attention, that's a thing of the past. Now we're focused on this. So it's amazing how when you sit back and you look at it, it's like we're supposed to be progressing in life,
right? But we're going
not regressing.
Right.
Also, we my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the sacrifice of intelligence. Like we're sacrificing intelligence in a way whereas though when we were coming up and going through school, we used to have like certain subjects. Everybody would have math, science, English, whatever. So you were well versed. So you had to have a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
Now you can go to school and just do that one thing. Or a lot of these kids just go to school and don't do shit.
They
But
pass.
right, they just do whatever they need to do to pass. But in certain schools, like people go to their vocal schools or whatever it may be, and they just learn whatever they want to learn. But they don't have that well balance anymore.
Right.
So we're sacrificing, like, as much as technology helps, it hurts. It makes people lazy. It makes people not learn shit because you could just look at it. You could just find it on your phone. A lot of the shit, like book reports and all that kind of shit that we used to do, people don't do those kind of things anymore.
Look at our children. They have no social skills at all. Our children, our youth, are not taught to go out and play. We put a entertainment device in front of them and let them navigate through that. Yeah, they are smart when it comes to technological usage. They're not smart on how to solve problems out here because they don't. When we were coming up, how we made friends was we would just be outside and you joined the circle and you. Oh shit! Now we cool. We friends. Now I'm rocking it. Now I learn. Now I know problem solving skills. All right, shit. I go out there's a problem. I know how to solve it.
Right.
Whatever. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to problem solve. And that's not just our kids anymore. That's us as adults.
Right.
We lost the ability to communicate. Before we used to pick up the phone, dial a number, and talk and tell people what we wanted them to know. Now we just pick up our phone and text it. Look what that has done to our mental. It stopped us from progressing and learning, right? We used to have encyclopedias and dictionaries and thesauruses and things like that helped grow our vocabularies and helped us to find other words that went with this word to help move the sentence along and move the conversation along. People don't even know how to spell anymore because they're abbreviating words and they're allowing their phones to dictate diction and everything like that. People don't even know how to articulate themselves in a conversation because they don't have conversations anymore. They run away from that and allow this communication device that's right here be our guide to life. And we say we're mature and we're grown. In what aspect? The number of years that is behind the age of your name.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, I was born in 1962. Okay, great. And those 60-something years that you've been on this earth, those 62 years that you've been on this earth, then you tell me that you are learning now.
Right.
Well, I learned a lot. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation about it.
Facts.
Oh, well, what you want to know? I just asked you.
Right.
So why did you have to ask me what I want to know? So again, it starts at home with us before we can worry about somebody else, before we can put the blame, before we could do anything. We got to be taking care of ourselves, our mental, our physical, and also our spiritual in order to make the progressions or to progress in life and stop being a part of the deterioration that we're going through.
Plus, it's like this. People don't even see that we're turning into robots. So it's like the only focus is on chasing the bag, chasing the bag, chasing the bag. It used to be like, all right, that's cool, get your money, whatever. But there used to be people that was like artsy, whatever your shit was. And now everything is about chasing the bag. So if you don't got the bag, you're a failure.
Yeah. In people's eyes. Absolutely.
Eyes.
Because back in the day, but we had people that went to school. All right, cool. You ain't want to be a business major or business person or administrative assistant. All right, you went and got a trade because those things matter. Learning how to put things together and learning how to do that. There's a field for everybody. Buses still run. Cars are still being made. Restaurants are still open. Trades. We don't have people doing that no more. We used to see when you stay home from school for whatever reason, if you're sick or you had a free day, you used to see ICDC College and Pinko Tech and all those things. You don't see those things on TV no more that talk about trade schools. I remember several different trade schools in our city. We don't have those anymore. We got a bunch of nothings teaching nothing, and not knocking the teachers, but it's just the way of the world nowadays. We much rather put a computer in front of them and say go.
the deterioration is based in the intention. So the intention used to be, I do this, or I like because I like this. Like, this is why I do this because it's something that I like to do. Now everybody's only intention is, am I getting money for it?
Yeah. Or am I going to benefit from it?
How am I
Right.
benefiting? Right.
How am I going to benefit from what I am doing?
Right.
Like, yeah, and we're supposed to benefit, but people don't want to work for the benefits.
Right.
They much rather just sit back and think the benefits is supposed to fall on them. We had a show a couple of weeks ago, right? And yeah, people was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you." Cool. I need prayer, but I also need action as well, because that prayer is going to help me. Thank you, but action's also going to get me even further, right?
Can I ask a question about that, man? Because this tickles my fancy a little bit. I'm sorry. What would y'all rather first? What would you rather first, the prayer or the action?
I like that. I need the action.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
need the action. Right? Because while you're doing the action, you can be praying.
Right.
Prayer don't have to be mitigated only to just that. It could be, shit, I'm working, but I'm also praying as well.
Right.
I'm praying I keep this. I'm praying not only do I keep this, but I can further keep this going further, so I can, whatever I got to do. With again, the deterioration of what life, the quality of life looks like, has taken away our quality of life. Right? We much rather sit back and wait for someone else to do it for us instead of going out there and do it. But then we'll knock the people that go out there and do it and say, "Hey, you're wrong because you're supposed to have time for me, and your time should be spent not just on that, but it's got to be spent over here. Majority of your time got to be spent over here because I pose the matter too." Right? And that's understandable.
Right.
But is that a false narrative that we live in? Like it's I sit back and
I don't even know at this point if we could fix this shit.
it's no fix.
No,
It's
it's
no.
no
We're
fix
too far
to
gone.
it. That's what I was about to say.
We're too far gone because we've now entered this era, and this era that we are in is the fuck everything era. I don't give a fuck if it's not benefiting me.
Right.
And even if it is benefiting me, it should continue to benefit me. And I don't have to pour into what's benefiting me. It's supposed to be unlimited.
Right.
And people don't understand that. Shit, you can have anything that you want. You can have whatever you want. And if you want to be that selfish, you gotta make a conscientious effort to continue to keep that thing that's pouring into you going. Right? You open this refrigerator, you pull out something every day. On the 30th day or the 25th day, if you open that shit and ain't nothing else in there, you ain't got nothing else. So in order for you, every time you open this refrigerator, to give you what you need, you gotta at some point keep replenishing it. So it can give you what you need, and people don't want to replenish. They want it just to continue to keep going from wherever. Oh, I'm gonna pray. And it's just supposed to just land right there.
That shit be fucking.
All right, so cool.
I'm
Let's pray.
all with the prayers,
Oh.
but it's not
not
just going to
sufficient
come
enough.
from it.
and people and I say that, but people think, oh, that we're knocking prayer.
Right.
It's not. We're not knocking prayer. I pray every day.
Right.
I pray several times a day.
Right.
As I'm in motion, I'm praying
Right.
that the things that I need and want continue to keep coming and help me, my body, to continue to keep on that path of going. But I know I can't just sit and rest my laurels on that prayer without getting up and doing something. God ain't going to bless me if I don't get up, because maybe his blessing is giving my legs the power today to get up and move. Mm-hmm. God has given me, you know what? The moment he tapped me on my shoulder while I was sleeping and said, today is the day that you wake up again. That's a blessing right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So what people don't understand is that blessing of life is your blessing. Go out there and go get it.
Right. Right.
Go facilitate what you're praying for.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that we don't want prayer. We think we're too good for prayer. It's just not enough.
Right.
It's not the only thing. We got to continue to keep going out here and making something out of a lot of nothing that's going on out here. again, so the second part of the question is, are we also a part of the problem better, more than we are the solution?
Yeah, we definitely a part of the problem, and even on that specific thing, like that's something that I've been thinking about the last couple of days. Like the shit that you allow to be, sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. No, I'm not gonna allow this anymore because it's not progressing. It's not moving in a greater space. It's deteriorating from who I'm trying to elevate to be. So
As you know, I know me and Ish, we catch it. We catch it from one person. It's T. When he say, "Yo, y'all give people the benefit of the doubt," and as good as it is to people, to even to yourself, it's actually perpetuating.
it's hurting.
You're hurting people because you're allowing them to give you nothing. As you give them the benefit of the doubt of nothing, and you want to see the good in them, but they are showing you what they are. Now it's different when someone is showing you
Right.
something, but you know that's not them. Then you can tap them and say, "Yo, that's not true.
Right.
You cap it.
Facts.
Chill out. 'Cause I know you."
Facts.
Right.
But when you giving somebody the benefit of the doubt just because you want to see the good in them, then you only hurting yourself.
Right.
Because they prove to you time and time again that they're not worthy of that.
Right.
That attribute. And I know a lot of times the things that we say, when we say them in a moment and y'all hear it, it's a reaction that comes from it. But if you play it back and you really digest the shit that be being said, you'll look at it from a different perspective. Yeah, we had a whole dissertation last week and saying beauty ain't everything. just because you ain't cute inside don't mean you're cute on the outside. That don't mean that we think that you're ugly. Yeah, you could be ugly, but at the end of the day, if you feel beautiful, then that's you.
Right.
Who cares about what somebody else has to say, right? But if you ugly, your intentions are ugly, then you ain't beautiful regardless. And again, it's subjective. A lot of things are subjective, but when you sit back and you really dissect the things that's being said, it's a help.
Right.
It's like a hindrance.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're just trying to give out help, people. You can take it or you can leave it, man. However you want to do, but don't. When you lying to yourself or you being delusional, I know you think that you doing something right, but you're not helping yourself. No, it's not help. All right, Ish, what's up? What we doing?
Is favor fair?
Oh shit,
Favor fair.
here she go.
Is favor fair?
Killer Ish.
Is it fair? Because I want to know. Because yeah, because people, will have you think and feel that favor is not fair. And how dare you for having any fucking
I don't think favor is fair. I agree that favor is not fair, but that's life.
I want you to expound on that a little
Yeah.
bit because you're gonna have people that got their eyebrows scrunched up. Like,
What is she
mean?
talking about?
Yeah.
What
and
favor?
And they going to run down the street the wrong way and take
Right.
it the way they want to take it, and then we're going to have to. We're going to be in the comments going back and forth. So what do you mean on that?
All right, so no, you have an abundance of blessings upon you, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that are worse off than you. So we can say that no, you are abundantly blessed.
Yes.
Okay. You strive and you make moves to be even more abundantly blessed, right? And somewhere in there, your personality wins you favor at work. It wins you favor from the amount of deals you can close, being personable with your coworkers and upper management, individuals that are above you. They love Nell. They love his personality. They love his ambition. They love that he can get it done. They love how efficient he is. You know what I mean? And because you have all those attributes, you are shown favor. Whereas Billy Bob, who sits at the desk across from you, might not get that same favor. Not that he may not be as good as you and at what you do, but he doesn't have those same effective qualities or that glow that you exude, you know what I mean, that shows you favor to get sent to Aruba. You know, he's at his desk and he like, that ain't fair. Like, what he do different than what I do?
A lot.
Numbers don't lie. Men and women do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't even have to be the numbers. It could be just favorite.
right. Right. We right. And that's it
People
exactly.
have favorites.
People have favorites, right? Like you said, it's life.
Right.
Why does Nell have to be crucified by Billy Bob? Because he is who he is and he's the favorite.
That's a jealous. Those are jealous and insecure traits. Like, if a person like is mad or hating on you because you're being show favoritism, get your weight up.
Quality of them.
All right, that's on you.
Yeah, you know, I've been. This is gonna sound jaded, but I've been praised, but also hated on all my life, or a lot of my adult life, because you'll get the people that are going to rain down compliments because of what they like, what they see, or they feel the genuineness in your spirit. And when they come around you, that aura not only just exudes itself, but it lends itself to what they've expected, if not even more, right? And then people from the outside who, like Billy Bob, who just don't got it, lacking something, will say, well, we'll be jealous, and that not knowing the work that needed to be put in to get to that point.
Right, but that's why I was saying though, is sometimes it's favorite, so it don't always have to be like numbers based. Like, so say you might be the favorite, but if he worked harder, he could get better numbers than you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and people don't see people don't see your journey. Like, people don't see what you do behind the scenes. Yeah. What you do behind the scenes, if they really took the time to do what you did or better, they will crumble. Yeah. Not knowing what you doing behind the scenes and not kissing ass, it's just your tenacity, your hard work, your determination, your drive. People don't have that. Right. Again, they sit back and wait for it to happen, where you going out and snatching that shit.
Right. Facts.
Right? And then you make it look so charismatic, and you make it look so easy to them. They think it's easy, so they try to emulate or imitate, and when they can't, they get the same results. Then they gotta persecute you, and they gotta cast all these aspersions upon your name, because it's easier to do that than it is to just go out there and create your own narrative in your own lane.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what, again, it goes a lot into the things that we've been talking about over the past couple of weeks. The deterioration of life, the quality of life, right. the non-motivation that people don't have, these ideologies in their mind that just shit just gonna come to them just because they're standing there. No, man, we gotta do work.
But that's what I was saying. Like, it's all part of life, because those are always going to be things that are around you. So it's like, there's going to be pretty privilege. There's going to be privilege for white people over black people in certain instances. It's always going to be a thing. But you can't sit around and be hating or be jealous because somebody's getting favoritism over you and you feel like it's not fair. That is life.
You know what that also too is, T? Another one of your T-isms, right?
So,
no experience.
Right,
it's
no
not
experience.
They don't have experience in knowing what life look like.
Right.
Right? We come from shit. We've seen it all.
Right.
We've seen the passing over. We've been passed over all our lives. We've been shown disdain all of our from our childhoods up to our adulthood, and all we did was come out of that and say, all right, fuck it, you ain't giving me that, you ain't let me come down that block, I'm gonna go around that block and get to the other block, but I'm gonna still come back down that block and show you that I made it. We've been proving them wrong for so long, to when it comes to other things, it's easy, because this shit is just It's something that we've been through our life, but you got other people who haven't had life experience, or don't even believe in themselves to get through that roadblock. They don't just they just much rather wilt away and say, I can't get through it. But all you really gotta do is just fucking keep walking.
Right.
But they'll give up. Push that shit out the way. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's what they gotta do. But no, they much rather hate on the favor
Right.
that you've given yourself.
Right.
People gonna give you what they gonna give you because they know you deserve it. Sometimes. And you gonna have some people that don't deserve shit, but they get it for whatever reason. But that don't take away from your shine.
Facts.
All right. So, Ish, how did this fall upon you? Because we were talking about it before, and it was like you didn't, because you're a person of favor, you couldn't see it from the other side.
Definitely couldn't see it from the other side. Got it from, say, like a person who, and it's even worse when it comes from somebody that you think is like in your corner or on your side, or just somebody that you ain't never had no squabble with, no beef with, no nothing, and you thinking it's all cool, and then they come out of left field and you like, whoa, goddamn. But from, say, a 30-year-old, black female and a 60-year-old white male. So, two different sides of the spectrum, right? The 30-year-old black female, of course, that hit me worse because it was like, damn, sis. Like, I thought you and I was cool. And it came from the pretty, oh, Ish, you light skin with long hair. That's why you get, you have job security. No, bitch. I have job security because I'm the shit. Right. I bust my ass. I'm good at my job. I'm effective in what I do. I learn. I take heed. No, you sitting here worried about how fucking pretty I am, sis. That's why you don't have job security, because you worried about the wrong shit. And as far as the other spectrum, I think that was more so based off of disdain for women,
right?
Not necessarily like the whole pretty thing, or just it's just you're a woman and you get paid more than me, and how dare you when I am who I am, and your favor should not be there.
Right.
So I could not see. I see it now. But in the midst of it, I couldn't see, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm Isha. I work hard. I do what I do. There is no favor. I earn.
Right.
It's not favor. It's earned. What are you talking about?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see the favor when you are being the one that is in the light of the favor. But you gotta, step outside of yourself and understand that everybody's not as privileged as you. Like, I can only say that because I've seen every side of it. Like, I've been in situations where I lived with my dad and I had everything, and I lived with my mom and I might didn't have everything. So I know the balance of it. Mm-hmm. But some people get stuck on one side, so that's all they see.
Right. Yeah, and I guess I was definitely stuck on one side of it, because each time, and each one years ago and one just as recent as last year, like, even still I was stuck on one side, because it's just like,
that's why I always say you always got to have balance. You always got to have experience, because experience will show you all the different sides of everything.
Yeah.
You grow up spoiled. You other people look at you and you be looking at them like, what you mean you ain't have it? I didn't have it, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, everybody didn't have that shit. Right. But the spoiled person, they can't see that because they always had it.
Yeah, I got you. But my thing is like, even from either side of the fence,
they don't even think they spoiled. They think that's regular.
They just think it's
everybody
regular.
Thinks that their life is regular because that's what regular is to them. But life is bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, there's always going to be favoritism and favor and privilege and all of those kind of words. Life is going to be life. Like, you got to know how to find your angle and walk your own path and see your perspective as well as others and things like that. Like, it's bigger than that little small square that you think it is.
So what about the times when, even if you do understand, right? And you do step outside of that way of thinking or that box and thinking that, okay, what is this? Like, what are they talking about? What if you do understand it? And how are you supposed to approach it then? Like, from the understanding standpoint, because my standpoint in approaching it was, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, because you wasn't looking at from her point of view.
I was looking at it from inside
Right.
of the favorite bubble.
Right.
So take me through how it looks otherwise.
From her side of it, you gotta be like, what you mean? Like, it's not a confrontation. It's just like, what you mean? And then, allow her, to give her the space to, tell you how it feels to her, or how, it falls on her. Like, some of things could be happening because you're prettier than her. And she just want to let you know that. Mm-hmm. And that's not always bad. But sometimes that's true.
I agree. And two, I guess when it comes from a place of shadiness,
Right.
then that's when it...
But why is it shady?
Well, the way her context was said.
That's what I mean. How did she say it?
Well, Ish, what the fuck you mean? You yellow. Like...
Okay, that's shady?
No, to me, the way she said it, it was like shots. Almost.
So if a dark skinned girl says to you, because you're yellow, you take that as shade?
Yes.
Why you take that as shade?
Well, probably, like I said, from her.
Right.
Because of our relationship and friendship up until that point.
Right, but that's why I said you have to step out of it.
Right, and I didn't. That's
like when I was a young boy and I was like real lighter than I am now, they would be like calling me white boy and shit. I didn't take it as shade. Like, I'm lighter than you, motherfucker.
Yeah, but if you're telling me that the only reason that I got my job is because I'm yellow,
it's not the only reason, but it is a reason. We're not going to pretend like it's not a real thing.
I'm not saying that it's not a real thing.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you know that it's a real thing,
right.
Why are you taking it as shade? That's what I'm asking.
Because why at that point did that need to be said? I think that's where it was.
Because is it not true?
Huh?
Is it not true?
I don't think so. In that instance that we were talking about, because she was getting ready to get fucking fired.
Okay.
So you about to get fired, sis, because of some shit you did.
Right.
Don't then throw me in the mix.
Right. Yeah. In that particular
That's what I'm saying.
It's probably wrong.
So yeah.
I'm just speaking in general.
Right. So in general, I do agree, and even if it is true, I just, like I said, with me and her, I felt that the context and the way that it was presented.
That was a shot because her feelings was hurt because she did some dumb shit and she didn't want to take accountability for it.
Right. And then it was like, okay,
that wasn't even about you. Like, you caught the strays.
I caught the strays, but that's I think that's why it hurts.
Right.
It hurt even worse.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Even when you catch those strays, you have to understand why you're catching these strays. Like, shit like that is not going to bother me because I understand it.
Well, I'm about to fucking throw the stray back. No, but you're right, and I get it, and I do see it from that perspective because, like, for a long time, like, I even didn't have a relationship, and we had a heavy friendship. Like, not a heavy friendship, but we had good friendship, like a good, what I thought was a great friendship until that point. And then it was like, okay.
What, you harboring this the whole time? That's what you were thinking?
Yes. Yes. Like, these are thoughts that you have always thought, but now was the opportunity for you to be able to say it.
That could be true.
And she never apologized, even after me expressing, well, like, damn, where was that from? Like, you know what I mean? She never apologized. So that just furthered my assumptions. And
I'm not mad at that because I also understand that too, because I'm a person who believes that, how they say, drunk thoughts is the sober mind, or whatever, however that shit goes. Mm-hmm. I feel like that with anger too. Like, when somebody says something to you when they're angry, I feel like that's their true self. They just didn't say it when they was like when they're regular shit.
Right. See, and I have experienced that a lot. I've actually done it a few times. to myself. You know what I mean? But
When you get angry, you gonna tell a motherfucker how you feel about him.
it's no way that you can't tell me when you angry and you say some shit, I didn't mean it.
Right.
Do you believe that? Like if you and I was to argue, right? And I would just be like, Nell, fuck you, motherfucker, this, that, and the other. You ain't shit, da 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 da. And then I come back to you 2 hours later and be like, oh, I just was upset. I didn't mean that.
I'll take that, actually.
You would?
I would.
You wouldn't think that. I think you're not shit.
No, because
there's two sides of that.
Instances,
Right.
when we get into arguments, sometimes we can lose all sense of reality.
Right.
We're just doing it because we're caught up in that moment and that emotion.
Right. That's what I was about to say. 'Cause I'm a person who don't get caught up in emotion. If I said some shit to you, I meant that shit.
Yeah.
I meant that shit.
Right.
Whether I was angry or not, I meant that shit because it's not coming from an emotional space. I don't allow my emotions to overtake me to say certain shit. Like, no matter how much I'm angry at you, I'm not going to call you a bitch unless I really want to call you a bitch.
Absolutely. Like, there's a lot of shit I can handle, a lot of shit I can take, and I can understand certain shit. Like, that's why I said I can't be the big green giant and then whimper out when somebody throw that shit back at me. I'd be able, if you dish that shit, you
gotta be able
can
to take it.
You did. So, like, all right, that come with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you don't want that type of energy, don't throw that shit out there. Now, if a person gave you that shit and they your person and you kind of like, they just saying that shit just because they hurt or they emotionally in they bag, all right, cool. But then we have a conversation like, all right, you can say what you want to say, but you just can't insult me with the
Facts.
Like, we can have that conversation, and I've done that. Like, all right, cool. We can have this scream, yelling argument, fuck you and all this other shit. But just don't call me dumb and stupid and pussy and like I'm not none of that. Don't tell me what I am not.
Cause I'm gonna believe that shit. I'm gonna believe you really feel like that about me.
Yeah. Cause it's hard not to. Because then why would you say it?
Right.
Like why would you say you dumb, you stupid? You know what I mean? Like.
All right, Ish. You don't see a yellow favor? Do you not see a yellow favor?
Yeah, I see it. I see it now. But you know.
Wait a minute, you didn't see it growing up?
No, remember I said
That's
that.
crazy.
Like if I ever felt it, the older that I got, I didn't want to believe in it. Like I didn't want to lean into it, or maybe I was trying to trick myself out of my spot.
Right.
Dimming my light.
Right.
Minimizing my ability to be able to shake and move and bust shit open if I wanted to.
I don't think that's a bad thing in noticing your favor. I think it's a bad thing to lean into that and like use that as an excuse or like abuse people with it. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, if you tall, nigga, you should go play ball. The fuck? Use your favor. The fuck? Understand your favors and use them, but don't abuse them, Jones. Like,
yeah. See, I think for me, I knew the shit. I'm a Leo. I already know the characteristics within myself. I already knew that if I would lean into that,
gone
right. In 60 seconds.
Right. Go on. Yeah, so I would employ to the people too, you know, favor is a real thing. And like I said, you gotta understand and see all sides of it. And this is not something, you know, that I came to like overnight. These are gradual things that you learn throughout the course of your life and experiences. So I know what it is to have favor and to not have favor. And you just got to know your angles and, you know, walk your own path. Things of that nature. You know, it's a real thing, though. I understand it. Sorry if you never had any favor.
Sorry for you.
I'm just saying. I know some people that haven't had any favorite. You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what you want me to do about it? I told you. So you gotta take that up with your parents and God. This is the one time where no, I would go with the God thing. Sometimes, you gotta take that up with your parents and God, man. Sorry. It is what it is, man. But all right, so on intimate conversations, a topic that came up while I was talking to these young ladies, and I asked them about PDA. And I saw people in the chat saying, "Well, what is PDA?" And I was like, "Y'all like 50, 60 years old. How do you not know what PDA is?" Like that's wild. That's wild, but that is also a real thing, and we grew up. A lot of us grew up.
Display of
Yeah,
affection.
public displays of affection. That's what PDA stands for. Public displays of affection. A lot of us grew up not experiencing that, so I guess that's true. You might not know what that is. And I'm gonna say when I was younger, I hated public displays of affection. I hated to see it. I hated to do it. I just hated it. It was like it was like you draw it like
Your homies used to chop you up if you did.
Facts, definitely. I used to hate that shit, but as you know, you grow older, it's like a part of love. Like it's a loving thing. Like it's good to have public displays of affection. Now, I'm not saying go be outside on the corner just fucking off on each other, but it's cool to be hugging on your person, kiss on your person. These things are a part of love and showing love. So, what are y'all experience in PDAs?
Again, the same thing. We grew up the same. So it's like when we was young, we always like, ew, that's damn, you're doing too much. But
Facts.
as you get
Outside
older,
boo loving and shit.
yeah, as you get older, there's nothing wrong with it. You crave it.
Right.
You actually want it. You need it, because it gives you so many different things that have to do with you and your person, or just the love aspect of it. There's nothing wrong with putting your arm around her putting her hand in your back pocket, or y'all sharing a kiss or whatever the case may be. It's natural. It's companionship at its best. That's attributes of what companionship looks like. So as we get older, we talked about this before. We emotionally become intelligent to different aspects of life and what they do to the importance of our well-being. And public displays of affection in that mature age when we were at, we ain't doing that, and we shunned it. Yo, you doing too much. But now it's a necessary need to continue to keep the thing going.
That's a fact. Ish, what is your experience?
Um,
Were
I
you
never.
hugged on as a kid?
Yeah. I think for me, I wasn't super like against it or shy
I think
about
that's
it.
where my shit comes from. I wasn't hugged on as a kid.
And when you asked Aisha that question, I wanted to interject so bad, because it's like when we growing up, we don't experience those type of shits,
Right.
especially from both parties. Now,
Right.
I had a mother who gave hugs and whatever the case may be, and we talked often, and we bonded together often. But I didn't experience that from my dad.
Right.
He gave me tough love.
Right.
He gave me parental love. He gave me fatherly love, which he never experienced
Right.
the hugging portion of it either.
Right. It's
So
a cycle.
he's only given what he learned.
Right.
Now he's trying to do a difference as a father, as a male, to give his offspring the opportunity to whatever, but still we didn't learn that from that.
Okay.
So it's like you growing up and you're going through what you've learned and what you experienced, and you didn't get that. So now you're like, damn, that's kind of like taboo.
Right.
That look all right, but it still look crazy. So I never got that. So I know it's probably foreign. So I'm gonna think it's bad.
Right.
But then when you get older, you like, shit. I'm the reason why I might have not liked it or
Right.
understood it, because I never got it.
Right.
And if I got it, like you said before, earlier tonight, when you said, if you've come from being whatever, spoiled or whatever, you think that's normal.
Right.
So to everybody else, it's foreign to them because they never experienced, but to you, that's normal life. So you just thinking everybody else should be in that same boat with you, because that's what you always experience. So when you don't experience things, you tend to shun it until you learn to respect it.
Right. So each how do you feel about PDAs now? Like,
I need it. I love it. I want it. But see, now it has progressed into like, get me in the corner and stick your tongue down my throat and grab my ass
each is
and
doing
rub on my
makeouts.
boobs and hug me and flick my, ear
A
with
lot
their
of girls don't like
tongue.
that because
Like,
they be. I don't know if they be shy or if it's the same thing. They didn't, get that experience growing up. Like they wasn't hugged on or nothing like that growing up. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a case by case thing. So, but it's a real thing, and as you mature, I'm gonna say you can either go either way. Some people go towards it, and some people go away from it.
Absolutely.
yeah, because for some people,
But
they don't want to hold
you know
hands.
what?
They don't want to do
But you
nothing.
know the aspect of life that helps create that is teaching moments, teachable moments, right? Like so many people we've heard time and time again said, "I am not teaching you
Right.
how to love me," but you got to, because if you need that, you got to teach your partner how to give you that because they may have never experienced giving that.
Facts.
So if you keep drilling that into them, at some point the light bulb goes on for them and they provide that to you. So everything is always a maturation process. You mature from the things you see, you hear, and you continually see and hear and experience. Right?
And don't take it as a public attack. Like, don't take it as a fucking public attack because somebody wants to show you PDA or they want to have a conversation about that. And then you get into your bag like, well, you don't feel like I'm good enough for you. X, Y, and Z. Like, yo, why you jumping off the cliff?
And every conversation ain't a defensive conversation. It shouldn't even be. Like even with your partner, even if y'all having those type of tough conversations, why look at it as defensive when you should just be looking at it as this is the time and place that we're having now,
Right.
where we're going to go to fix the issue.
Yeah, well, people are automatically going to say, "Oh, well, you don't want me. Oh, you're not attracted to me.
That's insane.
Oh, you don't want to.
Oh, you don't love.
You don't want to be seen in public with me.
Yeah.
What's wrong?" So people are their brains automatically fixate on that.
Would you feel like that, Ish, if you was talking to a guy and he wasn't in the PDAs and you was trying to be kissing up on him in the corner and shit?
But nah, I don't
He
think
was
I
like,
would.
chill.
No, my brain wouldn't go to what you don't like me or what whatever. I wouldn't. I
Would
just
you
would
feel
think
some type of way that he just don't want to partake with you?
at first maybe, yeah, and then I would ask like, well, what's up? Do you just not like it? Are you not a fan of it? And maybe try to understand a little bit more. Hey, why is he feeling like that? Versus me just trying to come to the conclusion myself and then fly off the handle. But I'm probably gonna feel some type of way about it in the beginning.
Can I ask a question?
What's up? I
That's
love
another
questions.
question. So, how come that's not like the typical behavior where we self-analyze and still try to understand versus flying off the handle? Why is that the
Not
first
the same.
reaction? And why do y'all allow self-doubt to creep in or a negative to creep in before you even use just your judgmental skills? Like, oh, well, maybe he never experienced that. Maybe that's not something he's comfortable with.
Because their brain doesn't work.
Not the whole brain don't work.
It don't.
I mean, goddamn.
It don't. I'm telling you, and I don't. That's not a shot. It's a shot, but it's not a shot. What I'm saying by saying their brain doesn't work is because they're not thinking. They're reacting by emotion. They're reacting off emotion.
Well, the brain works. It just stops
It's
for
not working. And
a point in time, and then it resumes working. But no, you're absolutely right though, because then you go to emotions
But
first.
do we understand when we look at that, right? Do we not understand that a large portion of our problems could typically be avoided if we just stop overly thinking things and just saying,
it's not even
tell
thinking.
me more, or why, or like if we start thinking,
Right.
like instead of just assuming and going to this assumptive place, because what happens if
You know why now? Because of one of the same things that we talked about earlier. Laziness from the deterioration is laziness. That's all it is. I don't want to do the work.
What happens if the tides turned and we started becoming assumptive? And we started
becoming assumptive.
I'm talking about as men.
Oh.
We started the assumptive assuming quality, or we started first time you said something, we go to this overly emotional place and we forget logic. Like, wouldn't you
alright? You should die. You turn the fan on? What's up?
One more.
I know. I think it was the candy.
Aisha's dying, yo. Turn the fan on or something, Aisha.
What would y'all do if we went there first?
Yeah, Aisha, how would y'all handle if we turned that tide on y'all asses?
Yeah, it would probably drive us nuts too.
Facts.
Not probably, it would. It would. This is why I always say, like, take a moment to do the work. Like, take a moment to not jump in that emotional space. You know what I mean? Just, even if you feel it, then think through it. Like, like you said, would you feel some type of way? Yes, maybe initially I would, but I would then, you know what I mean? So be proactive about how you can get up out of that emotional space to go
that's
into
what
a
I'm
logical
saying.
space.
People always talk about being grown, but they not grown. Like, they haven't matured to that same stage that you're speaking of. They're not going to do those analyzations. They're just going to be like, no, you did this, whatever it is, now fuck you. Leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what about? Oh, you said younger. You were kind of against it,
right? When I was younger, I was against it. Now, I'm more caring. I'm more like this is the thing that pisses me off because as we get older, like I think a man who's like comfortable with himself, he's gonna become more emotional. Like, he's going to become more in touch with his feelings. And then the girl look at him like, no, you supposed to be a man. But like, come on, sis, what you want? Like,
we become emotionally intelligent. We become intelligent in a lot of different areas when it comes to that. Like, we grow up, our whole mindset changes. Mm-hmm. Like, so, it's a slippery slope that we walk, because if we don't, it just baffles. It baffles me how.
Like, you're a man, you're not allowed to have feelings. You're not allowed to be sensitive. You're not allowed all of these things. But like,
because why are you complaining as a man?
Why would you ever?
Why would you ever complain about anything?
Yeah, why would you ever voice your opinion about anything in the world?
You should let me be the one.
As a man, the world is perfect, and you have no right to say shit about nothing.
Oh, so it's like,
especially if you were Erica Banks, everything just right.
You ain't got nothing to complain about.
You can't say shit about a motherfucking thing.
If we get emotional and we cry, what would you cry for? Yeah. Right? Because don't y'all hate if we ask y'all what y'all crying for? Mm-hmm. Y'all would never y'all would feel so defeated and dejected if your partner asks you, well, why are you upset? What you crying for? Like, you've given me something to feel emotional about. Right. I got feelings, and we all got feelings.
No, you don't have feelings. No, we're not allowed.
Well, that's bullshit.
I'm here to tell you, Darnell has feelings. Like,
that's what I'm saying. This shit is crazy.
Any man that you don't allow to be expressive of himself and have feelings and be able to cry and all of that, like, you're stifling him. And for you to like say, oh, what you crying for, or why you being emotional, or why you this and that, like, that is stifling a man, because it's very hard for men already to be able to tap into their emotional side. So allowing them the space and the opportunity to just be free to do that is amazing. And for anybody to try to take that away, it's never going to be a good thing. It's never going to be a good thing.
I don't even know at this point. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't even know at this point, because the shit that we're not allowed is wild.
Or, you know, if we have a disagreement and we both said things or we did things, I just don't like to spin the block and playing that victim role. Like, let's take accountability for both of our actions.
Right.
You take accountability for your actions, I take accountability for our actions, and we figure it out.
Right.
But don't spin the block saying, oh, well, you know, if you didn't want to be with me, you should, like, or if, like, I don't like that. Like,
I hate that shit.
I don't like that because that's control.
Right.
Because what you're doing is you're using an instance to try to control the narrative when that ain't even it.
Right.
Because if you know me, you know I don't play around that bush.
And it's laziness and it's selfishness. Like
I don't beat around the bush. I set that motherfucker on fire.
Right.
I don't like, if you know me, I don't beat the bush is not gonna get beat around. I'm not gonna teeter totter around that. I'm gonna set the motherfucker thing on fire. So you know what it is. So you don't gotta come a day later or 2 days later saying, well, that showed me that you didn't know. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because I don't got time to play.
Facts.
I don't got time to waste no time. I don't got time to not speak my mind.
Facts.
So knowing your person, so what it is a manipulational thing. All right, cool. You said that because you don't want to take accountability. You want to play this victim role, and that shit is weak. That's a weakness.
Right. That's
not a strength.
Facts.
No one gets cool points for the victim. No, we don't prevail then. Cool, you said this, I said this, we both were wrong. My feelings were impacted by it, so were yours. Okay, how can we fix it?
Right.
Facts.
Not, you did everything here, and I said things, but things I said were justifiable. So you supposed to digest that, but you're supposed to make me feel comfortable in the things that you said and make me feel better about the things that you said that hurt my feelings. But everything I said was justified because whatever. You know what, another thing too that we gonna stop doing and y'all gonna stop saying is, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. No, fuck that.
Facts.
It's what you said as well.
Facts.
So you're not going to get the opportunity to say what you want to say and think that I can't say nothing.
Yes,
back.
I can't say nothing.
Right?
What?
Or, but no, you can say it back, but you got to say it like that. No. Because what you said is the reason why I said what I said back.
Facts.
So if we want to watch it, we're going to watch it. So don't say, oh, that's another way of manipulating. Oh, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. So if you digested what I said, why do it matter how I said it? You wasn't. So you were you listening to hear, or were you listening to hear how I said it? So you can then say, oh, you said it too loud, or you said it something another different way, so I didn't hear what you said. Nah, like, we're not gonna play that game.
Right.
Like, let's stop playing that game. Somebody has.
Facts. Can we please let's stop playing that game? How old are we?
Like, somebody has put that out there and let that run another deterioration of ourselves, right? We will not listen to a person because they didn't say it the way we wanted them to say it. Mm-hmm. So how about this? I didn't like what you said.
Right.
I don't care how you said it.
Right.
Just tell me you don't like what I said. Not, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. So I stopped listening. So you didn't hear what I said.
Right.
So make it make sense.
Right.
I'd rather you say, hey, I ain't like what you said. Not, it ain't how you said it. Because remember, we was both going back and forth. Mm-hmm. I didn't like your tone, you didn't like my tone. So we both were wrong, right? So we both was wrong in those instances. You know what? Let's fix it.
Only you was wrong. They're not wrong. They're perfect.
It's
They perfect, Ish.
It's not.
No, ladies, y'all can't be.
But they are perfect. Ish. But they are Ish. And I'm gonna tell you why they are Ish, because the main thing that I need people to work on is to work on the what is and not what was. What was is something that already happened. We can't do nothing about that. Let's move on. Let's work on what we're doing right now. And we need to have these honest conversations with each other and tell each other the real shit. And then we can fix it and move on. If we can't do that, then we're going to always be stuck in that what was shit. And we can battle about that every day, all day, if that's what you want to do. I don't want to do that shit, though. I'm too old. I'm tired. I ain't got the time. I got other shit to do. I don't want to play that game anymore. How old are we?
But if we gonna play the what was, fix the what was, so it can be your what now.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like if you want to say, oh, this was what it was, and and you want to be in that space, then go fix what was, so it can be what's now and what's forever. That's it. Like stop playing these mind games, this manipulation shit, these false narratives, because all it is a facade.
Right.
That's all it is. It's a facade of you saying, I don't know what the fuck I want.
Exactly.
I don't know exactly what I want, so I am going to play the game until it lands in front of me.
No, not only to play the game until it lands in front of me, I'm going to play the game until I piss you off, and then I can be the victim. That's the one.
But listen, y'all, I really want to know, like, I just really want to know, like, what feels good about being the victim? Like,
it feels good to say it's not my fault. That's why, Ish.
But it feels good to be the victim over that.
Yes.
You know what it is? The victim never has to apologize or
right.
take responsibility for an equation that they was
right. I can blame you about everything that happened.
So everything that was said, right, that had it could have been valid, great points.
Right.
The victim will say, "Well, you raised your voice, so it made me feel some type of way, and it made me shut down."
Right.
So now I don't have to take responsibility for the things you said, even if they were true, because you said it in you said it in this tone. So now I can say you were the aggressor and I was the victim. I was the damsel in distress. Instead of saying, you know what, we made some valid points tonight. We both got out of control.
Right.
You said some things that I wasn't too happy with. I said some things that you weren't too happy with. All right. So now that we've calmed down, let's talk. No. People are running hot.
Facts, because it's easy and they're lazy. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to fix shit. They want to play the blame game because they feel safe there. And love is not always safe.
It's not.
Nope.
Love is not always easy.
Right.
Things ain't easy. Like life ain't easy, right? We was taught and told, you want it, you gotta work hard for it.
Facts.
You want to get it, go get it, right? The ones that work hard to get it is the ones that keep it. Y'all ladies tell us all the time, oh, well, you work so hard to get me, you gotta work equally hard to keep me. So if y'all can say that, then shouldn't y'all regurgitate and digest like a cow? They throw their food up and then eat it and digest it right back.
Right.
So y'all, like, what's wrong with doing that yourself? We all gotta do that.
Are you working hard to keep him? I'm just saying.
Should be.
Or it's just all hell.
Should be. Or trying to.
You know, like the word selfish has such a such a negative connotation. But if you look at selfish from a positive standpoint, you should be selfishly doing your job.
Facts.
Because if you're selfishly doing your job, you are not concerned and worry about what someone else's job is doing, because you're doing your job. Your job is crucial and important to what you got going on. Mm-hmm. Nothing about what I just said was negative. Right. But when you hear somebody say negative, selfish, they go right to the negative about it.
Yes.
Oh, let's selfishly do our part to make this work. Mm-hmm. What happens is positive outcomes, longer lasting relationships and partnerships and ships, whatever them ships, friendships. No, not defeat, start over, constant grief and constant victimization and constant, whatever to get blame. Mm. Nah, there's no room for that when you're doing your job.
Facts. Man, it's rough, man. We gonna keep walking through the mud for y'all.
Absolutely. So I got a question. The congregation, we've been having a little bit of we've been having some success with the congregation, and the congregation has put up another topic, and this comes from Lady B, if I'm not mistaken. What is the difference between a private love affair and a secret love affair? I've seen a number of people comment on this, and I just thought it would be nice to interject this on our show this evening. So, what is the difference between a private love affair and a secret love affair? So while y'all think about that, I'm going to go to some of the comments and read some of the comments so we can kind of get a gist of where they were going with it. So Ish, while I look that up, what is the difference between a private love affair and a secret love affair in your eyes?
I don't even know. So I'm lost. No, I'm serious. I don't know.
I would say a secret one normally means it's like some mystery shit. It's some shit you ain't supposed to.
Yeah, I did think that, but what's the
private? Is just not. It's just not everybody's business.
But how is that a love affair?
Because it could still be a love affair. It's just not everybody's business. What you mean, Ish? It got to be somebody's business because we in a love affair?
No, but I'm just saying, like, love, yes, I saw that. Love affair, like, I'm thinking an affair.
Right.
All right. Like, but is that not the context? Like, just
no,
a love affair is like a relationship?
Right. A love affair can be a relationship.
Yeah. See, I wasn't looking at it in that context. I was looking at it as an affair. Like,
an affair doesn't mean it has to be something outside of, something that you already had.
Oh, okay.
It could just be me and you are together in a love affair. So it's like, this is just between us.
I got you.
That's the love affair.
Yeah. Okay. So I do get it now. Right. Yeah. I get it.
A private one and a sneaky one, or a private one.
Let's see.
What's the difference? Private, I mean, what is it?
Private is
and
just,
secret?
we're together, but we're choosing not to disclose it.
Right.
And secret is, we don't want nobody to know.
No, secret is, we might not want nobody to know. And also, we have other obligations.
Right.
So,
yes.
And also, secret could be when you're young. You don't want your parents to know.
Right.
It could be a plethora of things.
So one of the comments that came from that question was, said, Angelia said, I don't have to wait for the show for this one. A private one knows y'all together, but not how y'all move. But a secret one doesn't know but y'all. So I guess a private one, people know y'all together.
Right.
And y'all just privately moving how y'all move. Y'all don't incorporate the world or socials. Right. But a secret one don't know y'all together but y'all.
Right. So, all right, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Are either one of them bad?
That's not necessarily.
Like, is either one of them bad? Like when you ask that question, right?
Not necessarily.
No, I think it's only...
The problem is only because women feel like you're not going to hold me as a secret. Like, you're not going to treat me as a secret. That's how women feel, or they think, because they think that you're hiding something. Like, you don't want your other women to see. You don't want whatever. And it just be like, I just don't want other people in my business. But they don't calculate it to that. Mm-hmm. They calculate that to why are you hiding me.
Right. Now, what constitute, again, so we're going to go around. What constitute as a secret? Is a secret your friends and family don't know,
right?
And it's just relegated to both y'all two knowing, or maybe y'all knowing and maybe her friends knowing.
No, that's what I mean. It could be a secret from your kids. We in a secret love affair, but we're still working this out, so my kids don't know you. Mm-hmm. So that's a secret.
So what's considered private?
Private, yeah.
Just y'all two doing what y'all
everybody
doing.
knows that y'all together, but nobody knows how y'all move because you don't put it on display for people to know. You don't announce y'all movements on social media.
But but again, some people can look at that as that's a secret because people should, even though y'all private and y'all don't post everything that y'all do, we still know that y'all together. But if you saying, hey, the socials don't know, my family knows, my friends know, but the socials don't know. Most people think that that's a secret nowadays.
Right. I think private, your family knows. Mm-hmm. It's just not something that we're running around like in everybody's face with.
Yeah.
I think a large number of people get that these two things kind of misconstrued.
Like private is like I'm not pillow talking. I'm not telling everybody my business about you.
Fix.
Or private could just mean, yo, we're in a relationship. I say I'm not single.
Right.
But they don't know
who I'm with.
Right. But to some people, that could be a secret because they want to see, they think, oh, your relationship is private. Oh, you got pictures of your person, but y'all don't display every little thing. That's what people think.
I mean, I guess the definitions can be deterred
by whoever it is.
Yeah, a multitude of ways.
So it kind of really isn't a real true good answer unless it's like, all right, cool. My family knows you.
Right.
I don't hide you. You come to my house and I come to your house and we go out and we do things and it's not like we only go out at night when there's nobody out. We together in public. Whatever.
Could you be in a private relationship where you don't know his family? Why not? You ain't dating his family?
Yeah, absolutely. Not dating his family. Don't even need to be around them much, but I would like to know them.
But why? What if I don't fuck with my family?
Well, then I guess that's the dynamic, right? And that's the dynamic of it. Then I mean, obviously, in that situation, then I would be okay. But if you are a family person, and I'm just not a part of your whole family, like makeup, at least knowing them, then I have a problem with that.
See, Nell shaking his head. Because, no, that's not true, Ish. Because I could fuck with you, and I could also fuck with my family. I don't have to intertwine them.
And I get it. And some people don't like to do that. For me personally, I would not be okay
That's like how long we've been together. Maybe I'm not ready to introduce you to my family.
Well, yeah, that might be a thing, too. But then you would have expressed that. Like,
but do I have to?
No need for me to.
But do I have to?
Yeah, I personally probably would express that. Like, that would be a part of our talks and our communication.
Tell me how you gonna say it to me.
Oh, well, I really would feel like I want to meet your family and be a part of not necessarily your whole family dynamic, but just them knowing me and me knowing them.
All right, so what if I say, no, I don't feel like we there yet?
Okay, so, I would be okay with that. Yeah, I would be totally cool with that, and I would be like, okay, well, we can grow into that, and I think we saw that play out when Put a Ring on It. Right. But I just think at some point, for me, it's not across the board, like, for women. But for me, I think at some point, I would probably feel like, okay, why? What is there that I'm missing here?
I think most women feel how you just said, but I think that for guys, like, it just depends. Like, if I'm not wifing you up, like, if I feel like we're not there yet, why am I introducing you to my family and friends? Like, probably when we was younger, it probably would have happened sooner because I'm with my friends all the time. But as I'm older now, like, I barely be with my friends.
Like, I don't think like, oh, I'm not going to show you my family until we like exclusive and I'm wifing you up. No, it's just like
it's circumstances.
It's circumstance and time. Like sometimes the circumstances never presents itself.
Right
now, you might meet. Let's say I had an family event on my father's side, and I invited you to that, and you came to that, company that, or I had something that.
How quick are you doing that though?
Again, like, I take my shit serious, so I'm not just dating just to be fucking wasting my time.
But are you doing that like 3 months in?
It depends. No, I don't know. It depends on how. It depends on what we got going on. Like, again,
that's what I'm saying.
I approach things.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird if you talking to a girl for like 1 or 2 months and she at the cookout.
Yeah, it could be or it couldn't be. Like, if y'all spend a lot of time around each other. She coming to your house, you coming to her house, or whatever the case may be.
Well, when you go to the cookout, this is what I'm trying to ask. This is what I'm trying to ask. So when you go to the cookout, are you like, this my girl or this my friend?
No, I'm introducing her as my girl. But this the thing.
So a Monday, that's your girl?
Yeah, I don't. When I got something like, I don't introduce them like this is my friend. Like this is my joint. Like this is my girl. Like,
right, but a Monday, you ain't my girl.
Oh, you might be my girl one day.
I mean, you could be. I'm not saying you can't. But I'm asking if she's not.
But you see how we think?
Right.
We don't have a problem. Like, sometimes it don't even be a problem with the introduction or the title. It just be like, maybe it hasn't presented itself like that yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? And it could be years or whatever.
Right.
It's not that I'm holding you back from my family. It's just maybe
we haven't been together at the same time around my family.
Exactly.
Right.
Or like even me, big family do.
Right.
What if it's just so? Which you're coming to experience what I experienced. So you hear the stories that I tell you about my family. So you think it's gonna be sweet. What happens if you get over there and they don't even fuck with you?
Right. Yeah.
Not even that they don't fuck with you, but you want some. Man, that shit corny. I thought.
I mean, not only that, like I didn't meet my brother's girl until they probably like 4 or 5 years in now. Like I've just met her.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not nothing. Like it's not a thing.
Yeah, for guys, it's not. It's for guys, like it's not a big to do.
Right.
It's I'm going to introduce you to my family because I fuck with you, but it's not a big to do for us because that's somewhere in the middle of the totem pole. That's not even the grand scheme of that. I need to get us together first.
Right.
I need us to be vibey, right? I need us to be chill.
I need to see what this is.
Like I'm worrying about us versus that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, cause what happens when you get over there and you meet the family and you like your expectations after that? Like, what if we don't have another experience with them for another 2-3 years? Like, I don't know.
I got a question. So, Ish, as a girl, would you feel the kind of way if you was with a dude and y'all went to like a family thing and she was like, "Oh, you such and such, but you not such and such"? It is like every time he come around, he with a different girl because that's how girls feel. Like, you need to take me with you. It's like, we're not there yet.
No, I mean, I wouldn't feel no same way, but like, no, I'm not her.
or would you feel differently if now after a few whatever, y'all come around and like, "Oh, you Ish."
Right.
Now you like, damn, this nigga really be talking about me to his people. Like, do y'all feel differently then, or is it still?
I think they love that.
But does that take away from the shit that angst of, damn, I ain't meet them in months or years, whatever?
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, that would be like, oh, okay. I mean, I think for me too, like, I don't have a large family dynamic. Like, our family is not super close. Right. And, you know, we didn't have large, you know, barbecue. We did gatherings, you know, and things like that, but never on a large scale or consistent basis. So for me, I love to see how people's family dynamics are, and sometimes understanding that maybe their family is kind of like mine. Right. It's almost like a
like that's what I'm saying. My family will be looking at you like, why didn't you come by yourself, nigga? You is our family. Why is you bringing people?
Yeah, and
that's how they would do. I'm serious. That's how they would do.
Our family real supportive.
My family is about what if my family barely gets together, but if we do get together, it's my family. Like, we don't want outsiders. Like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I get it.
That question came from the congregation. Actually, it came from Coco Bright, also known as Lady B.
Solid. All right.
And thank you for the contribution in the comment section from also Angela that, you know, facilitated answering that to give us a little bit of traction.
Yeah, back on that answer, I guess is to be determined because they could look like a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Like I said, you could be keeping it a secret from your kids. You could be keeping it a secret from your parents. You could be keeping it a secret from your husband or wife. It depends on, you know, what you doing. But I think that is still to be determined between those two people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it only becomes a problem if it's not a secret between both of us. So if it's just my secret, but it's not a secret for you, right, that could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It is what it is, man. But Ish, what we doing?
Alrighty.
Ladies. I know y'all love Erotic Zone. S-Gang, what up?
What up? Y'all ready?
What we doing?
Alright, so the icebreaker is going to be, I sent the gents a little clip from Bernie Mac.
Well, you ever know something, man? We break our neck for a fucking orgasm, but an orgasm don't last no more than 3.5 fucking seconds. 3.5 seconds. Time that bitch. Oh, oh, oh! Give me 15 minutes. Give me 15 minutes. Boy, if a nut lasted, man, 15 seconds, it'd be some drop dead motherfuckers around here. Can you imagine a 15-second nut? Oh, 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 ah, damn. Oh, oh.
In one of his infamous stand-up routines. And my question to the fellas is, would you rather a 3-second nut or a 15-second nut?
What kind of question is that?
I mean, well, y'all heard the video and
But
his
I'm just
take on
saying,
it.
I would rather the.
Like, does it
Do
feel?
I want a long nut?
Yeah, do you want a long nut or are you okay with a 3-second?
No, I don't think I want a long nut. I'll take the short nut. I'm serious. I don't want the long nut. I'll take
You don't want the long nut.
No, because it's harder to recover from the long nut.
All right, how does a nut feel for y'all? Can you explain it in like? Can you explain it in one word?
Heaven.
Heaven. Now, what's your one word answer? It can't be the same as T's.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, would you want a 3-second nut or?
What's your fucking answer? You stop skating.
3-second nut or what?
A 15-second nut.
All seconds, so.
They all seconds.
Think of the feeling. Like, would you rather have that feeling last a little bit longer than what it does naturally?
All right, so you come for 3 seconds, you can still stay inside her and prolong the feeling of what you orgasmed in. Mm-hmm. So if it's 3 or 15, if you just stay there for that moment, you can still get the pleasure of, damn, I'm inside of this, it's warm, I came as, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be.
Okay. Yeah, I would want a 15-second nut. I don't care about it takes too long to recover. I want to be spent.
You're a girl.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to be spent.
Because if you get a dick suck and you come and she keep going, you like, yo, relax. Enough's enough. We got it. You got
so
the point.
is it because y'all dick is like sensitive, like super
Absolutely.
sensitive?
Facts.
Okay, it's no like sensitive to the point where it's like hurting.
Could be if I'm drained.
Oh, okay.
Or if you stay, like, a lot of the times y'all want to be on the head and that shit gets, it gets tender and it's like, all right, cool, enough. Come, just work your way back down to the shaft, get a head a break. You know what I mean?
Right.
3 seconds versus 15 seconds, man.
Yeah. Like, cause
what's the goal here?
Huh?
What's the goal? Are we fucking some more?
Yeah.
Then 3 seconds.
Then 3 seconds. Because, all right, so you saying that if you was to go the whole 15 seconds,
I might be done at this.
then you might be done after that. It might not be no round 2, 3, and 4.
That's taking a lot out.
Facts. Facts.
So
15 seconds is a long time. Y'all think it's short? It's a long time.
all right, so put this in the context, just being as though, I'm a female and I don't really know what's what. So put this in the context for me, how it feels after you, like, why is it so draining? Like, give me, like, is it a 1 round heavyweight bout? Like, what?
Could be.
Okay.
Depends on the intensity of the session.
Right.
If you're having an intense session, then you explode and then you need a moment.
Your body does that. Your body is real vulnerable in that state.
Right.
Everything is, your adrenaline is pumping and then you're releasing those endorphins. Absolutely.
Right.
It's why you see people that have heart attacks after they came, because their body is going through so many different feelings and it's working hard. It's like working hard to whatever, and then absolutely.
I'm gonna say too, from what I would like is weird though, but I would like to feel a 15-second orgasm from a man. The reason that I say that, I know it might drain y'all. I know it might not be round 2, 3, and 4, but I feel like the intensity of it, the connection that, you know what I mean, you would feel from him during that time is like probably through the roof.
Right. For sure.
Absolutely.
Probably through the roof.
You'll know it when you'll know it because he will just be physically spent.
Right.
Like, but they normally very short. That's what I'm saying. I would like. I would like to feel. Because a good portion of the time, let's just say.
I don't think that's true.
Do you think they are 3 seconds, like Bernie said?
No.
Do you think they what? More realistically?
Depends on who you with and how what y'all doing.
It could be a quickie. You got a quickie. Right. That's different, But if it's y'all into it,
right? If we having an intense session,
that 15-second come is a natural situation. Like it's like, oh shit, I'm drained, I'm bent, I can't go no more. Like you. All
right, so this is how. All right, this is how I work it. I'm gonna give y'all a transparency moment. This is how I work it, and this is a skill or a trick. So say if we're smashing, and I'm about to nut, and I bust a move, to hold that nut, and then I'm gonna bust a move again to hold that nut, and I'm gonna keep busting moves. But when I'm ready to go there, you go get this long jaw.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you'll know when he busting moves because it could be we change a position. Right. I'm stopping, I pull out, or I readjust, or whatever the case may be, because shit good. Right. You saving the moment to continue to keep going. So when I do let go, I'm letting go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, tonight we're gonna do something called sex soup. I'm naming it sex soup because over time I've gotten like little inboxes or little messages of just like questions or things that might not,
from the category.
Okay.
Well, from the category. Oh my God, I can't.
AKA the congregation.
AKA the congregation. Yes. But
gang,
what conversations with friends and stuff. So we're gonna call it sex soup. All right. So I'm gonna throw out questions to y'all, and it's just gonna be like a round table discussion.
I like this shit.
See what's what. All right. So it's gonna be all kind of shit. All right. So is it possible that a person can talk themselves out of dick or pussy?
Facts. I say that all the time.
Facts.
All right. How? Just give an example.
Say some goofy shit.
Fucking corny.
Goofy.
Right. Either be corny or say some goofy shit.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard this from ladies, women a lot.
Facts.
Like, we gonna give you the pussy. You just had to talk yourself out of it.
And a girl could talk herself out of me smashing because she said something goofy or you could see her moves. Like, no, she gonna be I'm good.
All right, who do you think it falls on more?
The guy.
The guy.
The niggas talk themselves out of pussy more than anything in the world.
Anything in the world.
That's a fact.
All right. Do you think it's often that a woman can talk herself out of some dick? I know it happens, but do you think?
Nah, I don't think it's often because a lot of niggas gonna smash if they want to smash.
They don't care. Shut the
Shut the fuck up and bend over.
Facts.
Shut the fuck up.
Even if she say some goofy shit, all right, after I smash, I ain't fucking with her no more.
Do you think the session would be less fun or corny if that happened and you got past it and moved?
No, we ain't even thinking about that. Yeah, if the box is good, facts.
And she was a whack job.
Facts.
It's the box is it.
Facts.
Right. Have you ever talked yourself out of some pussy too?
Have I ever talked myself out of some pussy? Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not since I was a young boy.
Right.
But probably, yeah.
How about you now?
Yeah, younger times.
Yeah.
I overanalyze the situation. Maybe not talk myself out of it, but tried to play the good guy, shy guy role too much. And it was
now that I think about it, I probably didn't do that when I was a young boy because when I was a young boy, I was quiet in order to not talk myself out of the pussy.
Right.
So I might have not said enough to get the pussy.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Might have not said enough or maybe not did enough.
Right.
Try to be too nice with it.
Being too cool.
Too cool with it.
Right.
Yeah. Not cool, but like, oh, I don't want to think that's what it is.
Right.
Like when they was
ready.
Right. So I definitely think I might have talked myself out of some dick over time because I'll be like, well, why didn't you do why didn't you do this or why aren't you doing that? Like, being a little too vocal, and then it just be like, all right, you done ruined the mood, and it's a really
There's
rap.
no such thing as ruining a mood for me, man.
I know, but I think for some people it is.
I know
like
it's a
you
thing,
can
but no.
say, something wrong or do
Oh,
something.
I will say the only thing that can ruin the mood for me if you be like, all right, just go ahead, hurry up. Mm-hmm. The mood is ruined for me then. I don't want to go ahead and hurry up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But ruining the mood for me is just dumb shit. Like, I just don't like dumb shit.
Right.
I really got like a disdain for dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Like, oh, it bothers me.
Yeah. All right. Your chick want to try something that she's been desiring for some time. She says she's been daydreaming about this. And it
Oh
makes
shit!
her
Now
horny.
she got her ass right.
Yeah. It makes her horny just
She took
thinking
her
about it.
enema. She took a shower.
She wants you to slap her in her face
With the dick?
during sex.
With the dick or your hand?
With the dick in hand, we can make it spicy. We can make it fun. What's
rocking.
your next move?
I'm slapping the shit out of her.
All right.
Slap her off the bed.
No. T, you is not gonna slap.
Look at
her.
Nell, look at his head. What the problem is? I don't understand what the
Well,
problem
obviously,
is.
if you slap her off the bed, you might knock her the fuck unconscious, and then they ain't know what you gonna fuck a unconscious pussy.
I'm gonna be laughing.
now it's gonna be funny. What the
Yeah,
But she mean like, you know what I mean, like, she wants you to not knock her the fuck silly.
I'm not
but
slapping. I'm not doing that little baby slap. That's whack.
All right, well,
I'll do
how?
the choke. I'll do the choke over that slap.
You
Because if I wanna, if
Well, she
you
wants you to
ask for a
slap
slap,
her.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, but okay, so you can't limit the aggression.
I'm not doing
in
no
your
little
slap?
small baby slap like.
No, not like
That
that. A
shit
little
be
harder.
whack.
A little harder. A little harder. A little harder. Yeah, like that.
If I hit you that hard, you off the bed.
No, you're not off the bed.
Yes, you is.
You gotta switch that doctor at that.
Yes.
No, see, like for me, I would think that slap would be perfect.
That's a perfect slap for your ass, not your
that's
face.
your ass slap,
your
yeah.
face, you on the floor if I hit you that hard.
Ladies,
Yeah,
let us know in the chat if you would like to be slapped. Like if this is something that's like that you would be.
I don't think I ever
into.
talked to a girl that wanted to be slapped in the face.
Yeah, let us know. Like
I had to think about
some
that.
people it's gonna be like same thing with the choking. Like
Right.
no,
I have got some rare requests before.
I got some
Right,
weird requests,
like,
but not slapping
not
in
the
the face.
slapping.
I got something weirder than slapping. Like,
Really?
somebody like, yo, rape me. I want to feel like I'm being raped. I'm
Oh, I know. That's a thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a
that's a
thing. It's
thing.
more of a mind power, being taken.
No, those are
control
girls that-
of.
You can't
and
say
that's
that.
like
But
submissive.
that's
And those are girls that have been molested before.
yeah, it's
but you gotta be
rapey. That's
Trying to take the power
that's
back.
kind of like a slope,
Yeah.
like slip or read. You don't tell
Yeah.
a man that
yeah.
to try to rape me.
But
'cause
you
y'all
know,
got them tendencies.
There's a category of porn that's bondage, bound and kidnapped, and they don't look at it sometimes as like
Rape.
actually being raped,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
gotta be
like rape,
careful
but
nowadays.
it's considered a category
Nowadays, you
of
gotta
that.
be careful because
Facts.
the moment they get upset with you, I'm like, yeah,
Hey, you in trouble.
He took it,
I
man.
see
He
it all
took
the
it.
time.
Yeah, he was a sex worker, sex slave, or something.
Plus, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, that's
see
all
it
right,
all the
cool.
time.
Raping you, like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's
But
not decent
I've
to me. Like,
I've heard and seen weirder things
I'm
too.
supposed to take the pussy and like struggle with you and shit. Like,
I mean, I don't want to
your
fight
legs
you.
open and
Yeah, I
shit,
mean,
like-
I want to fight you. You keep closing your legs. I'm opening your legs. I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, that's why. Yo, the one I'm like, yo. Like, could you imagine they fight when you open their legs?
I've been there, and
and they
I
screaming, struggling like that's like, yo, shorty, all right, just go to bed.
Yeah, right.
You fucking the mood up.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right,
like,
I'm supposed to
what
do punch, like I'm supposed to beat you on your head or punch on your nose and start making you. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
got time for
Right.
that, man. Just
Right.
open your fucking legs. Go ahead.
Like I would like the slaps on the ass. I don't like if we could keep it like a nice little cute slap on the face. I might definitely be into that.
Can I leave my
Yo,
handprint
all
on my
right,
cheek?
all right. So how you
On my butt cheek,
Face.
yes.
All right, so
On my
face.
face,
I'm so confused.
no,
matter,
because
no?
I'm light and it's gonna take fucking forever.
don't
in
ask
the
me to slap
day
you then. Don't ask me to slap you
to
then.
unthaw.
Don't ask me to slap you then because if I slap you so, you look like, Bitch ass slap.
Right. That's what I said. I don't know.
I done heard girls say that a lot of times. No, he slapped me too soft. I don't like that.
I'm confused.
What you confused about?
Y'all will get slapped, but y'all won't let nobody pillow y'all.
I can't. Here we go with the pillow.
Yeah, no. I definitely wanna be able to like.
The pillow joint is not
recover.
physical enough now.
I might die if you.
It's not physical enough. You put in a pillow.
So why the pillow over her shit like this, and she gasping for air, and she passing in and out of consciousness.
Right, but that's the pillow. She wants your hand on her like that. Like you could smother her with your hand. You could do that. She rocking with that.
Yep.
Nah, like I'm too forceful. Like I forget you done broke your fucking nose.
Yeah, do you
knocked
think?
out 3 of your front teeth.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there ever like a point in time that you kind of like
pull back,
like detach yourself from like the reality of what's going on and get into such a space
I'm always
where
in control.
I'm always in control in reality because this world is wild. People.
No, I'm always in control in reality because girls be trying to get pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
I'm so glad I deal with older women. I got time for the pregnancy.
Yeah, I'm just always in control.
Right.
I'm just bullshitting, but I'm just always in control because you gotta be. Shit could go left real easy.
We love. Right. What is one scent that turned you on? Natural.
Her.
Well, what?
Her body odor.
Like her pits, her pussy, her ass.
Not her pits. Women, y'all have every woman has her own distinct scent. Like really, she do. A woman
So
has
just
her
the
own
scent
distinct scent.
All right. Well,
The
let me
scent
see.
of her.
How can I finesse it to where it's just a scent?
Can I say something nasty?
Yeah.
He like the asshole scent. Like he like the fart.
First of all,
you
reaching. First of all,
wait.
you reaching. You reaching.
You
reaching.
Did you say? Wait, you ain't say one time that you would be cool with your chick farting in your mouth?
No.
Oh, okay. Must have been a different day.
If she farted in my mouth, she can shit in my mouth.
Look. T, a different day, a different discussion.
I'm leaving this cool.
I can't have your back on this one, Ish.
Yeah, you.
I know. I'm being silly. All right. I knew I thought about like what I could do to get you all round up, and there we go. There we have it. No, but seriously, what scent? Go ahead with your nasty self.
This motherfucker's fart in my mouth.
Last couple of period days, man.
You like that bloody mouth and everything?
No, it's not bloody mouth. It's just like
Jello mouth out this motherfucker.
it's a tone, man.
Oh, you like the blood?
No, it's not blood. It's the last couple of days. She's not leaking anymore.
She got that little smell though.
Right.
That irony smell.
Right.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
Right. And that turns you on.
Maybe because I know it's the last couple of days. I don't know.
Yeah, and that could definitely be it, and that excites you. Right. Like, you know what I mean? That's definitely a turn on. I like.
Oh shit. It's like the milk, Joan. That milk scent.
The milk scent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all got a nasty side, right? Or I like the scent of her, but I also like sometimes the scent when she take her clothes off and before the shower. Like just that all day, I've been all day body shit. That's sex because I know the shit ripe for the taking. Like, I mean, it's gonna be a nice little juicy situation, but yeah, you're not farting in my mouth, Ish.
I know. I just was being silly. I mean,
but other than that, but the scent of her body.
I don't know. Back to the period, John. Cause no, y'all know I'm a fan of the warm shit, so it'd be extra warm then.
Yeah, and do it be extra gushy? Yeah. It'd be like just a different type of feel, gushier. Right. Yeah. My scent.
Look at that.
Like, wow. My scent is like. What was that joke off of Saturday Night Live? And they said that Ben & Jerry's had an ice cream called Sweaty Balls.
I'm black.
You like that? You like the sweaty balls?
Yeah, but I don't like stink. I don't like stinky, but I like
not stink, but just a little sweat.
Yeah, like he's been active.
Yeah, a lot of girls
today.
like that.
Yeah, he's been active today.
Right.
Like, and again, it's not a pungent, stinky smell, but it's like a manly smell, and that's what I take it as. It's like.
Yeah,
Manly,
a lot of girls like that.
I like that.
I like sniffing balls.
I like that sweaty female scent.
I thought he was gonna be like, "Yo, Aisha over there wilding."
Yeah,
I said I like smelling balls.
I got caught up in something else. I was already going somewhere.
Yeah, I like a worn on scent. Like you've been in the mix.
Yeah.
It's not a funky scent.
It's not a funky scent.
You've
right.
been in the mix.
Right. Yep. I like that. T, cut it out. Cause she probably thinking of some motherfucking crazy ass thing, some shit. Would you rather be thicker, longer, or the ability to get harder?
That's a tough question.
Mm-hmm. And ladies, we're gonna ask it from the other perspective, and for you to say it in the chat. Longer. Would you rather your man?
Yeah, probably longer.
I want to be 13, 14 inches.
I can't. I don't want to be 13, 14 inches because when I watch porn and them niggas be like 13, 14 inches, they don't be putting their whole dick in this. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Don't y'all say the ladies run from long dicks?
Be like, you put on. I need to be able to get up in there, man.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Then normal dormal.
Not normal
normal dormal was not an option.
Yes.
Sorry.
I said longer, but not fucking 14 inches. That's extreme.
Okay. Well, maybe like 9, 10.
Maybe like 10. Maybe like 10, man.
10. Okay.
Maybe 12, like 10, man.
12. I'm already dumb.
That's too much. A lot of girls can't even take shit, man.
Right.
I don't want my shit to be out of control to where she can't take it.
Right.
Because that's only good for like one time, and then she like, I can't.
Right. So ladies, let us know in the chat. What would you rather your man be? Thicker, longer, or harder? Or any man. If you don't have a man, that's fine too. But what would you rather?
Maybe we gotta go back to harder. I think harder should be the actual choice.
Yeah. I hope that
gives you length and girth.
Yes, it does. Yeah. I hope that's what I was gonna say. I hope that people choose harder because, like y'all stated, and like it's true. Once you get harder, it's going to expand, and plus, not only that, like she's going to feel it. It's nothing worse than when you having sex and it's not fully erect and it's not fully hard and it's like, all right, it's cool.
That's your fault, man. Suck some dick. I said it. So what? Suck some dick.
Suck some dick.
Yes, because you mad at him because he's not fully hard. You ain't even suck his dick. Suck his dick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even if
you just want him to get hard, just off to get off.
Foreplay. Even if you did have foreplay.
What's foreplay without getting my dick?
Some niggas got issues and can't get their dick fully hard.
Right. That's why they need their dick sucked.
Okay, and some of them still get their dick sucked and still can't keep it hard.
And y'all need to go to the doctor together.
Well.
You need to go to the doctor together.
Don't do it, son.
Okay.
Now I have a Mountain Dew.
That was Beans talking about that Sprite shit.
I can't.
Nigga got 19 kids. I'm awesome. He was killing.
Yes, just what he told us our whole time growing up. He was like, "Yo, I drink Sprite to keep my sperm count low," and he got more kids than all of us.
Right? Yeah. Oh my God, I can't. All right, how good are you in executing your sexual thoughts? Like,
what did that
when
mean?
you're thinking about you about to get with your shorty or you about to see your chick.
Text? Am I doing dirty texts?
Yeah, you could be doing dirty texts.
I'm great
you could be
at dirty
texts. Back and forth vids or whatever. Are you smooth and can you execute like what you're thinking in your mind once you're in the mix?
I want to do the
or are you kind of awkward?
I want to do the scissor joint. Helen had put in the comments and that shit like intrigued. Like she was like the scissor joint. Like I want y'all to be standing on your head and get your legs scissored up and I'll stand over top of you and the scissor work.
Okay, that's cool. But do you think that would be easy to execute?
Yeah, the fuck.
What you mean, a scissor joint?
Yeah.
With the chick standing on her head and
or
you
she
standing over top of her
That's
drilling.
not easy to execute.
I know it ain't easy to execute, but you gotta try it like that.
Yeah, but that's
we
what I'm
could
saying.
try
Do you
it.
think it's gonna be? So what you gonna have her leaning on?
Nothing.
Cause she can't
You holding her?
handstand like you holding her.
Nah, I gotta
You gotta have something to hold her
let
up.
the bed, the mattress, and the bed frame. Let her body on that. Let her spine like
Right.
lay on the bed, like on the joint. You get over top of that shit and just, you know what I mean? My legs already gonna be.
But you still gotta hold her.
But you still gonna have to hold her.
No.
No.
This nigga crazy.
Listen, I want you to set up the camera. Make sure
Yes,
this camera
'cause this
is set
nigga's
up
crazy.
so that we can see how this is fully executed.
Because people don't listen well. I didn't say I was doing it with Helen. I said she suggested that in the comments, and I said, "Damn, that probably would be decent."
Right.
So you got to put dissertations out there.
You
'Cause,
do. Gotta
maybe
let
that had
them know.
me. I mean,
Gotta let them know for sure. So are you? So if you're thinking about that, do you think you would be awkward in trying to do that?
We're trying to what?
Like whatever it is that you're thinking in your mind that you want to do. Right? You about to see her, you about to put the smack down, you about to pull out all your moves and all of that, right? And this is what you thinking while you home, like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give it to her.
I don't do that.
And then she in front of you. Are you executing or are you awkward?
I don't do that. I don't think about moves and shit.
I ain't thinking about moves.
That's weird.
This ain't fucking basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't practicing my crossover.
No, I literally see niggas talking
but
about
I'm saying, though,
the moves that they going to do.
But that's-
Yeah, but they
But
not
you
even.
can
Them
think about
niggas
that
not
shit.
good.
Yeah, but in the moment,
That's what I'm saying.
The moment allows
Right.
for a lot of shit. Like you do shit, you be like, damn, I did that.
Right, you got a freestyle.
So maybe possibly the niggas that's actually thinking about it or like
They
having
not
it played
good.
out in their head, it's because they're not that good at it.
Right.
So they gotta build themselves up.
No, not only do they gotta build themselves up, they don't know how to freestyle.
Right.
Who the fuck is coming in there?
Yeah, I mean,
Pre-praying moves. And
I've been at the park practicing my fadeaway.
Fellas, if you're watching, freestyle.
Freestyle, you gotta freestyle because your shit is going off of her body motion. So
like you could have some shit playing that's killing her shit, like
Right.
hurting her, like because you trying to experiment and shit. You know, fucking fucked her pelvis up or something. Yeah, or her
yeah, I'm a freestyler.
Put her in the hospital.
broke your dick all crazy.
Right. All right. Just
I'm not opposed to pre-planning, but I don't do that. Like
Right.
that's not a thing for me. Like if
Did you maybe when you were younger?
No.
No.
I've always been a
We
freestyler.
think, right? Like we
Yeah.
in our mind we would think what I would do this like but when you
Only thing I think about is I wonder how the pussy feel like. I don't never be like, I wonder how it is to fuck her from the back. I wonder how it is to fuck her X, Y, and Z. I don't.
Yeah.
My brain don't go like that. My brain goes to, can I fuck shorty?
Right. I got you.
And then I'll see how it is.
Right. What is one move that you learned from a porno and you still
All of
rock
them.
with it today?
All of them.
All of them.
All
you
of
learned them all.
All of
No,
them.
damn, see, you're a little freak. Nigga.
All of them. All of them.
So you self-taught,
just learn from experience. I ain't
trial and error. Like, okay, I like that. I'm good at this. This feels good, or this works.
All of them.
All of them. I cannot say. I cannot. All of them. All right.
Because I see a lot of shit that be wrong in pornos. So I learn good and bad shit.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, what is one move that you haven't done that you would like to do?
I don't know. Come back to me. Go ahead.
No,
I'll
anything.
think about it.
Besides the scissor, because I know you said that. Is there any other one
that I want to learn.
that you want to learn and would like to do? No.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Y'all gotta start like. See, not only do women have to.
No, I
think
do
about
moves. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's
You
no
just
move
do
I haven't done. Yes.
How you making out with your Kama Sutra stuff?
Man, listen.
All right.
That's not another conversation.
You know
Okay.
Now you about to
Go
trigger
ahead.
me. Now you about to trigger me. Now you
No,
about to
I'm
trigger
sorry. Okay, so what we're going to do is this is a precursor to the next erotic zone, we are going to talk about T's Kama Sutra journey.
I want to do the legs behind your head and you on your back with your legs behind your head and you just fully exposed.
Aisha, I just said earlier, I am a move person. I do moves to prolong the nut.
Right. So you already working on lots of
You know
moves.
what you're doing. You gotta preserve.
I got you.
Especially if the shit good.
I got
Thanks.
you. All right. What are 2 capabilities or sexual qualities that you don't have, or wish that you had, or feel like that you could be better at?
The whole overall experience, like just you know being more. What was we talked about the last erotic zone? What was that we had to?
Self-care. I mean, aftercare.
Aftercare.
Listen to me, self-care.
No, just
That
roll
means take
over.
care of yourself.
No, just roll over and be like,
I get up and go to the shower.
no, just get up and go
Just
take
leave her
a
there
shower.
and
Yeah, while she's sitting right there.
she just-
She lay right there in the west spot, East, while he go take a
like,
shower.
Alrighty, I can't move. I gotta wait. So,
what?
Aftercare. I'm sorry, I said self-care. Aftercare, and what else?
A little bit more of the foreplay work. Mm-hmm. Start your engine, John.
Vocally.
Okay.
But you want to be screaming?
No, that's what they want. They
They
want
want you to
Just a
scream?
little more vocal.
Oh, you ain't vocal? I'm vocal.
I'll be focused.
I do not want.
I'll be focused too, but I'm
Y'all
cognizant
be like-
of letting her know this shit good.
Right.
Oh shit. I'm not like I put audio. I added the audio.
I add the audio.
I added the audio. You know what I mean?
I don't see. I be having trouble with the audio.
You just be in your zone.
I be
Yeah,
in my
you be
zone.
in
Plus, I be in my cool shit. Like, nigga, you cool, nigga.
Too cool for Sunday school.
Yeah, I be too cool
That's what I was
sometimes.
about to say.
I'm not overly. I'm not overly fucking vocal to where it sounds. corny
Yeah,
and
where it's being
contrived.
like out of control.
But,
You be
you
like,
know-
this nigga here, if he don't shut the fuck up.
Like
Yeah,
I'm not
like
saying
that.
who pussy is this Nell
No,
pussy.
no,
that's,
no.
I'm not.
So what if I was in the pussy and then she wanted me to say some shit like it's good, and I'm like, it's alright. And I'm like, it's alright.
You can because you
I'm like,
can,
oh, it's
you can do it.
alright. But that would only
No,
amp
but
a
I'm
bitch
saying-
like me up. Like, okay, it's alright. Let me try to see what else I can do to
It
make
could
this
be
nigga
it could be a funny though. Like if you're like, how does she do? Oh, alright. And then now she think, oh, this nigga playing. Let me get on my shit. Like
Right.
it could be some hilarious shit.
hilarious shit.
See, I be mindful. That's why I talked about earlier about the saying shit because I might say some shit that she don't like, and she gonna be like, all right, nigga, just stop.
Cause then
We
why?
just don't say shit. Like
That's why I don't say shit.
I know. All right.
How
What's
this
your
shit?
second one, T?
I don't have a second one. It's just vocally.
That's it.
Yeah, man, I'm a perfectionist, man. I mean, I'm a professional at this shit, man. I've been fucking for a long time, people, man.
I don't have to over the screamer.
I love fucking. I've been
know
fucking
that
for a long
irk
You
time.
like the screamer? Like you would like you.
A nigga.
Like,
Like,
I'm not-
I want to hear. Like I want to. Like I am. Whisper in my ear.
Like
Right
no,
in my ear.
like no. You know what pisses me off? I'm gonna think this is the sole reason why I was always against vocal, because I remember being younger and girls being like, "This your pussy. I'll never get your pussy away."
Would you give it a while?
You fuck somebody? You lied, bitch.
So now in life you don't.
Like that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't. That's why I'm like, who pussy is this? I see that shit in movies, and that shit is like, he's corny as shit for asking who pussy is this.
Right, and
I love
that's
it.
why I don't do the vocal shit.
I love it.
because I feel like it's corny.
Tell me. Tell me. Love me good and lie to me.
Okay.
Listen.
Turn me on, though.
Ain't what Queen Naja say? Love me good and lie to me.
I don't like that.
I love to hear it.
I like
that
honesty.
shit, though.
This is the one place I like honesty. When it comes to sex, this is the one place I like honesty. Don't
Yeah.
lie to
I
me.
like the daddy shit though.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
I don't really care about the daddy shit.
I don't have to be called daddy in the pussy. And like the little touch of like, hey daddy, whatever the case may be. That shit could be decent.
I don't really like the daddy shit because anybody could be daddy. I like my name shit. Say my name, sorry.
Don't say my whole name.
No, don't say my whole name.
don't
Say
say
my
no- yeah.
say my nickname, and you gonna turn me up.
Yeah, don't say
Right.
don't say no fucking Darnell. Like, come on.
That's wild.
What if she said your whole government?
That's wild.
Oh, sorry, now gathers.
What if she was, I want to have your baby?
You're 60 years old.
Each, did you used to do that? Did you used to do that?
It could happen.
It did used to happen. Did you used to do that?
What?
Tell niggas you want them, you know, like I want to have your baby.
I want you to have my baby.
Right.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, that was wild. Those was wilder days.
No.
Those were younger days.
Never said that. All right, last one. What is your most selfless sex moment?
What does that mean?
Asking. I am very cognizant of asking, are you okay? Mm-hmm. How you alright? Did I hurt you? Was that too rough? You cool? I do that.
Have you ever done it like during?
Yeah, like you are.
Like
if I sense I was being too rough,
right,
or
that's what I'm about to say.
she, I mean, the moan just turning into hurts. Then I'm like, you cool? You alright? Let me stop. No, go ahead. You cool? Alright, cool. Keep going.
What about you, T?
Pondering.
Like maybe if you smacked her off the bed, did you at least go run over and pick her up?
I'm not.
He laughing.
I am laughing. I'm glad you know me. I'm laughing like a motherfucker.
Yo, I can see the nigga laughing.
Thanks. I'm laughing.
Down on the fucking
Yes, hurt and shit like. I'm still cracking the fuck up. Man, listen, shit be funny. I'm laugh. I don't give a fuck. My most selfless thing is what do they say? You gotta lick it before you stick it. That's my selfless, John.
That's selfless.
My self-care.
I'm a body rubber first though. Like I'm a
Start the engine.
yeah.
So you what KD wanted.
First, I don't even like how that sounds. So we go rewind. 'Cause I don't like how that sounds.
I cannot. You're wild.
I don't like how that sounds, man. But yeah, I'm into that kind of shit, like, cause I want to put it on the shelf.
I think my most selfless moment would have to be at one point depriving myself of air.
Look at Nell's face. You might as well get the pillow then.
So hold up, time to fuck.
Yes, get her, Nell. Get her. Get her.
So you tell up Nate, you deprived yourself
I
of
stuck
fucking
his
breathing.
dick so far down my throat because it was, kind of whatever, and I couldn't breathe, and I choked. And I gagged, almost spit up on it.
Oh, is that if she giving you head and she throw up on your shit? Is that an instant soft boy, or are you letting her get it together and keep going with the
Where the throw up went?
All on you, like she
Is she a throat goat? Is she a throat goat?
She a throat goat, but all her lunch came up on your joint. Spaghetti all on your stomach.
No, my dick gonna still be hard, but I gotta stop because throw up be stinking.
Yes, and it's bacteria like a motherfucker.
So I gotta stop, even though I ain't gonna want to stop, because that shit be stinking. So we gotta clean that shit up.
Well, she just continuously throwing up because now you open the gates. Like, that's gonna stop me. I'm like, yo.
Once again, slap to the floor.
You slapping?
Boom! Why you still throwing up on me? You ain't got no love for me.
I needed this laugh. I needed this second.
But wait a minute, y'all. No, she have some love for you. She started throwing up and she kept throwing up on you. She ain't turned her head to the side.
She said she couldn't.
She can't get up and run to the bathroom.
Dad, you better turn your fucking head to the side, shorty.
What about if she swallowed it back down? You
That's
kiss her
nasty.
after?
That's nasty. Go brush your teeth
Go brush
like
your
5
teeth.
times.
Yeah, go brush your teeth, John.
Go brush your teeth like 5 times.
He said, "Go brush your teeth, John."
Go brush your teeth like 5 times. Yeah, don't throw up. Don't, like, I understand the jaw, and then you spit up a little bit on you, but don't keep going. Like, turn your fucking head to the side.
Everything that y'all ate at fucking Applebee's is all on your
came
stomach.
up.
Yeah.
Man, you can't.
And
You
then
can turn your
after
head
that-
to the side. You in control of that. You can turn your
She
head to
fucking
the
up my
side.
sheets and comforter.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, but I don't care because you don't just keep spitting up on me.
now, are you getting up and getting in the shower? I know I'm automatically in the shower.
Facts.
So you
Sorry.
definitely getting up in the shower.
Thanks.
Yeah,
We-
that definitely
Are
would
you
turn
gonna
the
clean her
mood.
up before you get in the shower?
Why are we talking about her?
Are we go? Why? You know what? Are we getting in the shower?
This is not aftercare. This don't sound like aftercare to me.
This is during care.
Right.
This is during care.
This was some nasty care. This was some nasty care.
Wild as shit.
Wild as shit. Wild as shit.
Look, I'm throwing. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get in the shower. While I go get in the shower, I need you to gather these sheets and shit up and throw them out. Take them outside.
Yeah, we're not watching.
Right. Take them outside while I'm taking a shower because that was nasty and it stank. And I'll help you after that. But
Make her feel
I can see,
bad.
I can see me the moment she started throwing up. I'm throwing the fuck up with it.
But
Yeah,
no,
because
then
that
that's
shit
double
is
wham bam.
nasty.
facts.
That's double wham bam.
Like,
Ugh.
fucking her whole wig up.
No wig.
Yo,
Oh
that's
no. Let a nigga spit up in my wig now. That's a wrap for real.
Why is it a rib?
Well, I don't even wear wig. Well, I do wear wigs occasionally, but no, nigga,
Y'all see
you
how-
definitely can aim better
up,
than
so-
it.
All right, wait a minute. I got a question. So, Ish and the ladies in the chat, I want y'all to be honest and stop y'all capping asses. Would you rather have the cum shot on your face or to swallow it?
You're probably gonna say something.
Oh well, my
Lying.
fantasy.
Because half of them don't even swallow. Go ahead, Ish.
Yeah, my fantasy. I mean, I swallow. So, but my fantasy is to have it in my face.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would rather.
No, which one would you rather do?
Mouth.
You would rather she swallow it?
Yeah, that shit feels amazing.
It does feel amazing, but I think I need to spray her, give her a spray tan. Just,
Not a spray
I
tan.
just like the warmth of the mouth
right.
while it's
Yeah.
coming
fine.
You need a good
I want the
vitamin D
visual.
for
I
the
want to see the
skin.
visual. I want to do the
Viz.
visual. Yeah, I want the vis. I want
But
the
what if
vis.
she want to
Vitamin
lay on
D
you
for
and
the
start
skin.
kissing you and shit? She got that shit all in her mouth.
Don't do that, shorty.
I mean,
Don't do
like,
that,
all
shorty.
right, come on. It's yours? No, come on.
Yeah, don't do that, shorty. You wildin'. Don't do that, shorty. You wildin'.
Well, that was the erotic zone, guys. www.rawhoneydrip.com.
Get all your shit.
What happened?
Do some shit.
You getting some nasty shit? Be nasty.
I
boring.
do have some gift ideas for the guys.
I say all the time, don't be boring. Ish.
Yes, and you're gonna fucking use them. It ain't gonna sit in the motherfucking drawer.
I'm always down to use some shit. It be the girls that be like,
No, these gonna be men toys though.
I'm telling you, I had the cream shit that you had gave me. She was like, you don't know what that's gonna do to you. The fuck?
I still got your shit that you gave me.
I be trying. They all be with the shit.
Lotions and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I use oils and lotions and shit.
Yeah, I want to get y'all something fun that we will unveil on the show.
It's not us, Ish. It's them.
Yeah.
They are boring.
No, don't be boring, ladies. Don't be boring, ladies.
Yeah,
Now, tell us about this fucking Philadelphia stuff.
Going in 60 seconds. You know who's going in 60 seconds?
We want to change this up a little bit. We typically do.
Maxie! I don't care now.
Hater.
Maxie, where are
It
you?
is. This is.
Decided tonight.
Busy. You didn't get busy.
Decided to change up my segment.
Now you want
Right.
to change it up.
So
Typically, we get to going in 60 seconds. We actually going to change it to make it make sense. We all got our own little thing here. We got ideology. We got the erotic zone. Now we're going to have that make it make sense zone. So we're going to do a little something like this for make it make sense. We're just going to make it make sense real quick. You know what I mean? So a question to not just the audience. I mean, just not to my people, my panel mates, but also to the congregation.
Facts.
Let's make it make sense on this topic right here. Why is wisdom often associated with age?
Because it's cap.
Right? Second part of that question, are people born with specific personalities, or is the characters the result of their circumstances?
Both.
Just like we touched on earlier, and again in this segment we want to touch on the things to wrap up the whole segment so we can be understood. So we just didn't talk about that and then not cover it at the end. We talked about the deterioration of the world,
Right.
and how mankind is going along with the propaganda. Age is not a telltale sign of wisdom, as we know, right? Because depending on a person's experience and circumstance, and just the things that they've been through, can offer much more wisdom than somebody to double or triple their age. You know, a lot of the times you've heard us say you need life experiences. You need to experience life. You need to get outside. You need to do things. You need to be cultured. You need to be, well versed in a number of different areas. That's what adds to wisdom versus just the number of years you've been on Earth. Now, yes, the number of years that you've been on Earth do add to the monotony of what you may have seen and heard or done, but it doesn't necessarily give you the wisdom that life has to offer. And we say that to say, stop allowing life to pass you by. Go out and enjoy it, explore it, and do something different than what you're doing. Because in a snap of a finger, life can be gone or even be transformed for you. Also, make it important. Make it a thing of importance to do on your daily life to make not only someone's life, but your own life special. Far too often are we selfishly allowing ourselves not to grow for the betterment of ourselves, not even for someone else, but the betterment of ourselves. We gotta do a much better job of being accountable for our actions, taking the necessary steps that we need to correct and re-wrong our flaws, and just do a much better job at holding us to the morals and values that we say we want to be before we can lay claim to someone else. Again, we here at Uncensored Minds don't do this for a popularity contest. We're not here to coddle and warm up your feelings. We're not even here to waste anyone's time. We're more or less here to share our life experiences and our takes on the very things that are a beacon of light in our day. And thank you for allowing us to come into your home with our opinion. I know May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and my castmates know where I'm at right now when it comes to my mental health. And we all have our good days, we all have our bad days, and then we always have those indifferent days when we can have good moments and bad moments, colliding with each other. Make sure you do your very best to understand exactly what mental health means and looks like to you. It doesn't have to make sense to no one else. It just has to make sense to you, because that is your mental well-being. Do the things that you need to do, whether if it's detaching yourself from reality for a moment, whether if it's just getting out of this social media world that we're in and just more or less picking up a book or picking up something that is more or less reality-based that will get you back to your square, do that. Or if you have that special someone who you can talk to, be it a friend, a family member, or just a partner, do it, because mental health is just as important as your physical health, if not more. Thank you for rocking with us. This is episode 179. I'll turn it over to the other castmates for them to give you their thought of the week. Ish.
All week I have been in my feelings, like all week. Like I can't even tell you like how each day it has been a fiasco, but more so a fiasco of what I've caused. Like for whatever reason, just emotionally off and imbalanced. And I think a lot of times like that's where people are when they get in their feelings. Right. You know, they get in their feelings because they are not emotionally sound. You know what I mean? There's some sort of imbalance somewhere. And so what I will say, and I'm going to try to take my own advice, is to chill. Like Chill for a minute. Like realize that something is going on within you and that everybody else is not the culprit. Like what they're saying and doing is not necessarily, you know what I mean, geared to hurt you or being said about you or, you know what I mean, trying to break you down or whatever the case may be. Like they're just living life and they're just having a normal regular day. You may be the one that is emotionally off balance and off key. So it takes a strong, smart person to understand and know when they are in that kind of space, and then they can take themselves down and say, you know what? Everything that hits my ears or everything that hits my mind right now doesn't have to be taken in a negative context because I'm feeling out of sorts. So just take a minute, see what's going on with you first. You know what I mean? And stay out your feelings during those times because not all the time is it the other person.
Y'all better fucking keep y'all act together. Now, my message of the week is going to be, I want to give a shout out to the Temptations, man. I'm going to call this ball of confusion, man. So, I've been experiencing a ball of confusion from the fact of, they tell you they want one thing, you give them that one thing, then they don't want that one thing, and you do the other thing, they don't know what the fuck they want. Can you take some time to yourself to figure out this is what I want and this is how I want it? It's real simple. Take that time to see what that looks like for you so you don't leave people in that ball of confusion. Because it's fucking stressful and frustrating and mentally like exhausting playing these catch-up games when I don't know how to carry you if you don't even know what you want. So that is my message for the week. Get out of the ball of confusion. Figure out what you want and how you want it so we can do this thing together and move forward. Uncensored Minds, episode 179, people. Deuces.